And we are live. Welcome to the Mythos Mystery Society presents Cowboys, Big Hearts, brought to you by Schmuckies. Schmuckies, his heart grew 3 sizes that day, and he went to the doctor, and the prognosis was not good. With that, this is a GM-less game that Ty is facilitating, so I'll toss it over to him.
We can go and give our names and our characters at least before I start reading.
Oh yeah. Okay. How much should we say though about
just name and then maybe what your designation is?
Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll go first. My name's Dave. Today I'll be playing Mr. Mordecai Cox, the old timer. And I'm just an old man. I'm on death's door. Life's been good, but fly from evil, kids. That's what my whole thing is, I guess. And yeah, I guess with that, I'll toss it down over to Tom.
I'm Mr. Arlo Winthrop, the rat bag, and I've had quite a nice life with ladies, and now it's catching up to me. And I'll leave it at that.
And I'm Mr. Enoch Lee. I'm a tin horn. I'm not a generous man. I've never helped anyone, but at the end of my life now, I'm looking to turn things around, maybe. And we will get started. So we have to start with the Code of the West. This is the Code of the West. Follow it or don't. Always help a person in need, even a stranger or enemy. Be there for a friend when they need you. Remove your guns before sitting at the dinner table. Don't inquire into a person's past. Your word is your bond. Don't complain. Quitters complain. Don't be a coward either. Give your enemy a fighting chance. Don't shoot a person unarmed or unwarned, and don't shoot an innocent ever. Finally, never steal a person's horse. Never ride another person's horse without permission. Hell, don't even look at another person's horse wrong. Same goes for hats.
And wives.
And here is the intro to the game. A promise is a debt unpaid. It is 1900, and you are in Sunny Slope, a tent city and sanitarium north of Phoenix, Arizona. The West isn't so wild anymore, and given the vicissitudes of our illnesses, we've come here to die. Sunny Slope is a paradise. There's nothing to do but rest and take in the palliative breezes. And here we are strapping on our barking irons with a bunch of other pox-ridden, busted-up wrecks. It is a puzzlement. What could compel a posse of diseased chuckaboos on death's front porch to saddle up for one last hard desert ride? Well, it's complicated, ball of yarn, but at this end, the end we are holding in our sweaty hands, is an outrage. And at the other end of that string is the Death Brothers. Whatever it is they did, we all made a promise to make it right. That probably means killing them or trying. Maybe it means other things too. So, let's gather our keepsakes and our guns, you swole-hearted sons of bitches. The Death Brothers got a day's lead heading for Mexico. We made a promise to stop them. People like us keep their word or go down trying. We're going to find the Death Brothers and have a serious conversation about right and wrong. It's the last thing we do, which it will be. So that is the plot of this game. There are 3 reasons any of us might be in Sunny Slope. All of them involve a heart swollen with disease and ready to quit. You are either consumptive, rheumatic, or syphilitic. We are each one of these. You're consumptive like Cox. You have tuberculosis that has infected your heart and lungs, causing pericarditis, swelling of the heart sac. Your wicked cough is the signature of the wasting disease that is rapidly destroying you. Conversely, tuberculosis makes you look great on the way down. If you're rheumatic like Lee, you have a heart tissue disease, myocarditis, the result of a bout of savage rheumatic fever or some other uncontrollable infection as a child. Strenuous exercise causes your weakened heart to rebel in painful ways. On the plus side, after a life of hard work, bed rest and general indolence is the only thing for it. And if you're syphilitic, like Winthrop, you have tetrary syphilis that has entered your heart, and endocarditis being what it is, your aortic arch is slowly collapsing. Your crimped aorta causes you to be slow and generally enervated. You got syphilis by fucking someone else with syphilis.
Jeez, okay. What crass?
It was all poetic until that last bit there.
I'm just reading the book, man.
Making love.
Dicking down.
So there's the black bag. There are 9 medicines in pharmacopoeia indicated for heart trouble. Each here has a name, a description, I don't know how to pronounce that. INDICIA. Indicia?
Listen?
Or Indicia? Or Indicia. That's Sawbones talk for what's it for, and sequelia, side effects. A few that are thought to be useful for my particular fiction got thrown by a fistful in my raggedy pockets. So there's each going to be medicine. We'll talk about that in a minute. The outrage. So this is where we're gonna do this before we start. And I will put this in our Discord chat. The Death Brothers did something terrible, something transgressive, something savage or cruel or deceitful or just plain strange. The thing they did was an outrage. I'm outraged by it, and you should be too. There are 18 possible outrages, all listed on their own sheet. Start reviewing them. Anyone can immediately cross off anything they absolutely do not want to explore and play. Then, we each take turns crossing the rest off one by one until the single burning, infamous outrage returns. That's what the Death Brothers have done. At least that's the thing we're upset about. They probably did all these things at one time or another, but this is one outrage is why they need to die.
This one's one too many.
Person.
Oh shit, twins. Oh shit, twins. The Jinx twins.
Mordecai
and Arlo.
So I will put this in our Discord. We can take turns reviewing.
Do you want to keep track of what ones we're crossing off?
Yeah, I'll mark it up. Fine. Nope.
Mark it up.
Okay.
Alrighty. I gotta find my character voice because I'm an old man.
If you guys want some tunes for this.
Ooh, maybe I do.
Cowboy music.
I
actually listen to this music.
That's way too loud.
We'll
get it.
We'll turn it down.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Mr. Arlo.
Okay. So you each go in what order? Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Do it. You probably have to read them. So it's put it in the thing. There's 3 different categories. It's cruel, murderous, or weird.
Weird.
Yep.
Why are they so weird?
Weird is what makes it like supernatural.
Oh, maybe.
Could be interesting. So Tom, you mark.
Well, while he's reading, we can do character building stuff or something in the background.
I could read other things too, just so we have an idea of how the game works. Because I still have to do that. Okay. So you were telling us, you were telling a story about us, our final story. It's a sort of game with rules. We'll organize it like a dime novel in 3 parts. Each of us gets a chapter in each part and will be the centerpiece of that chapter for good or ill. There are special things for each part that there are to structure our sad little tale and keep things dense. So the way this game works is that we have 3 acts, Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, or Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. In each of these, we each get to choose a scene. So like, let's say Tom goes first and says, okay, I'm going to choose my scene. I'll send a list of those scenes in a minute. When that happens, Tom's character is the main character of that scene, and Dave and I are both running that scene. We are both GMing at the same time for Tom's character. We also are going to be playing our own characters in that scene too, if we want to. But we're all together for this journey, so we'll be our characters, and we'll be running and narrating all the NPCs and all that stuff. You are the main character, and you have to either come up with a solution for that scene, and then once you resolve that, we go to the next scene. Each of us will have 1 scene in each act.
Makes sense. That's cool. I have a few games like this actually. So if we like this, we got more.
So part 1.
I might have too.
So
really quick about these outrages. Am I telling you what one I don't want?
That's how it works. Yeah, we each mark off one at a time.
Okay. I'm thinking.
Yeah, these are all things we're willing to let slide.
The one I think we should probably cross off is the one about they routinely mistreat a mongrel dog.
Which one? Where is that? Is that cruel?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's 4th in the cruel.
Yep, that's it. Marked off.
An image of a mongrel dog named Sally.
Oh, Sally.
Yeah, that never happened. That never happened.
So then, Dave, you can look like reading if you'd like.
Okay, let's see. Let's go to the murderer section.
Oh, I like the first one. The first one's really good. That
is very good. I actually like that a lot.
If we all agree, we could just skip ahead to that, because it's a very good one for our group, I think. And it's not weird. It's it's honorable. I gotta find something else to drink. This bottle is misleading because it looks like it's half full at all times, but I finished it.
Can you still hear me, Tom, while you're going off?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna be right here.
Got it. So during part 1, We are going to search for the Death Brothers. We won't meet them face to face. We will find signs, probably terrible signs of their passing, and clues to their destination. We may meet their associates and employees who will probably want to kill us. So in part 1, while we're doing our first scenes, we don't actually find them. Part 2, we're going to find them in some bad place surrounded by like-minded villains, and it's possible one of them will die. As part 2 comes to a close, our task will be incomplete and our surviving quarry will have hightailed it to some safer location. And then in part 3, all bets are off.
Oh, man. By
So
the way,
I'm
how many
gonna say-
brothers are there? 2?
We have to decide. It could be 2,
One.
it could be 10.
1. The Death Brother. The Death Brother. No.
Brother of death.
I'm gonna say the one that I want to cross off is the one that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down on the murderous one where they drank water and laughed when they came across some immigrants in distress in the Chihuahua Desert.
Yeah.
They stuck around to watch them die just because it's mean. I don't know.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be that mean, but I do like the first one in Murderous.
Yeah, Ty, if you like that first one, I think I feel pretty good about it.
So I feel like
It's
Dr.
up to you,
Randolph
though.
was also helping us. Now
Yeah,
that he's dead.
Maybe we can carve. I'm not sold on that one 100% yet because I like
Okay,
it. There's
no,
a lot
that's
of
fine.
good
Yeah,
If
we'll
you're
carve
not-
some off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you're not
I
looking
also
for-
haven't read them all
I
yet,
was just
so it's
saying,
just like,
yeah.
yeah.
I just really liked that one, but no, if you're not totally in on it, don't worry about it. We'll do it the right way.
I'm gonna get rid of one of the weird. I'm gonna get rid of the Death Brothers burn down a church in Oracle and force everyone to light cigars in the flames, saying God was a lie and the devil rules the world.
Jesus fucking
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah.
Which I do. It's not bad. I just there are better weird ones I like.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like we can't work with that one as well. Some of
Death
them are, like,
Brothers,
good, but
Jesus.
it's just like, can we work with it? Like, is it
Yeah.
gonna be fun to work with?
So it's Tom. It's your turn if you want to mark off. I already told me.
Okay, let's see. A lot of the ones in the cruel one aren't really doing it for me. So we've done
Yeah.
the mongrel dogs. Dave, which one did you do?
I did the one where they
right?
drank water and then just watched as a bunch of immigrants died.
Okay.
That was in Murderous.
The second one in Cruel is pretty good too. Let's
Yeah.
see. Oh, the third one down in Cruel we can get rid of. They basically took over a hospital and
Oh yeah, that's kind of boring.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just trite, isn't it? I'm still thinking I might do Werner Herzog as my character as well.
I'm doing. I'm gonna try and emulate that one guy's voice from that improv game show. Whenever he does like the southern, I should have. I do have. Okay.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna get rid of
It's like
the
every now
final
and then
one.
just do it. 'Cause I'm pretty sure Doc Holliday had syphilis too.
Oh,
and
maybe,
That's
yeah.
like what this character is kind of emulating is for like what he is.
Really quick, I'm gonna get rid of the Death Brothers. Just need killing in a general way in the Murderous one. It's the final one in the Murderous one, only because it's like I don't know, make a...
Oh yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not descriptive.
Yeah, there's just nothing to work with.
Just
there.
fucking kill. I don't care. So that's my second choice.
I'm gonna get rid of the Death Brothers beat up a one-legged Union veteran named William Perry to death and then pissed on his corpse.
That's
Jesus.
mean. These Death Brothers sure sound real nasty.
I was like, nasty
Somebody
business.
should do something
Every one we
about
cross off makes me hate him more. That's not what
I
did
think that
it.
is why it's good to do it like this. 'Cause you
Yeah,
Yeah,
it kind of is. Yeah, I
Because
get it.
They
I
did
get it.
all these things right, but we're picking
Yeah.
the last straw on the
Yeah.
camel's back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually, I
I'm
think
gonna
that's
get rid of
legit exactly what it
I want to
is.
get rid of the top one in Weird. To kill the Death Brothers is to kill Death.
Oh,
as
yeah.
Early as the sun kills the moon. Each
Mostly because
It's
it's a
just-
fundamental misunderstanding of how night and day works. The Death
Yeah.
Brothers need to die because I don't understand the moon. It scares and infuriates me.
I'm drinking this. I don't really know what it is. I think it's a mix of a few things that we just put in this cool bottle that a fan of my books made for me.
Oh, nice.
It says Arrow Whiskey, estimated 2342 from
Nice.
the In the Orbit of Sirens. That was cool. He didn't need to do it. And he sent it to me too. I was like, this is really
Okay.
cool. Anyway, sorry. Humble brag.
Dave, yeah, one.
I like the second one in Murderous as well. That one is also very good.
Yeah, yeah.
Death Brothers killed 3 Germans. Yeah, no, that one's kind of boring. I'm gonna get rid of the Death Brothers killed 3 German stagecoach passengers. It's in Murderous.
Mhm.
During a botched robbery in the Pineal Canal, these gentlemen were nephews and a cousin to one of you. It felt like it took a long time to make it personal.
Yeah. I'm gonna get rid of. Oh, good.
No, that's all.
I'm gonna get rid of the Death Brothers. Took Shaft Glover's hat right off his head and rode out of town. Shaft can no way retrieve himself because he's got no legs.
Yeah, that's just. I don't want to murder a man because they're a dick. They gotta be like a big dick.
Jeez, all right. Tell us how you really feel. I like the third one in weird, but I don't know if we can work. Hold on. Okay, no, I'm gonna get rid of the fourth one in weird. The Death Brothers possess a pair of magic rings vomited up by Leviathan that make them immortal, and one of those rings will be yours. That makes us the bad guys.
Yeah, that's
not bad guys, man. We're just trying to survive. We're just
Let's
say
they sold all those. They sold them rings to the Coach brothers. That's where it sucks. Really, it kind of really just sucked.
I'm gonna. Oh wait, is it my turn or? Yeah,
no,
it's
your
me,
turn.
right?
Your turn. Yeah.
I'm gonna get rid of the final one in weird. The Death Brothers stole a baby named Claudia after claiming that she would one day destroy heaven and that they would raise her to love the devil. Only because I'm basically slowly just getting rid of all the weird ones because they're not as interesting as the murderous ones or some of the ones in Cruel. But
I'm gonna get rid of the Death Brothers robbed a bank with Joe Boot and kept his share, and Joe Boot's been a friend and confederate of ours. It's just not as bad as some of the others. It's like I don't mind it as a prop, but it's not as not as sinful as some others.
I'm getting rid of the second and last one in weird. Death Brothers are not men, but angels and fallen ones, and God will quietly lead you all to them for a final reckoning.
Does that
happened,
mean?
But
That's real. That's actually real. Did we just get rid of all the ones in weird then?
No, we have one. Number 3 is still there.
Death Brothers whispered a secret to one of you longer.
That
one's all right. I'm gonna leave that one around for a little bit longer. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's remaining in Murderous?
In Murderous, it's the top 2. It's the
those
Dr.
are two
Rindolph
very good
and
ones.
The sheriff, and then it's the top 2 in Cruel as well.
Oh, okay. So that's all that's left.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get rid of the first one in Cruel just because it's a lot. It's just a lot to deal with. The Death Brothers in sequence each married and abandoned Sussy McLish, who is kin to one of you, a niece by way of a sister back east.
I like that one though.
They all married and then divorced our niece.
Yeah. We gotta do it for Sussy.
This is for you, Sussy.
Do it for Sussy.
I think we're getting down to some like good ones now. We're getting down to it.
Yeah. They're all good at this point.
You're starting to win me back over.
Do it for Sussy.
Yeah. No. We can still say that happened.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's not enough time for them to be angels.
We gotta steal their Leviathan rings, man.
Yeah, Leviathan ring back from the Coach brothers.
Whose turn is it?
Ty.
It's my turn.
Yeah.
Gosh. These are all pretty good now. I'm gonna say the last one in Cruel, just because it's. I mean, the Guerrero wedding one is really good, but I think the other ones are stronger. So that's what I'm getting rid of.
I thought we already got rid of the last one in Cruel. Oh, you mean the last one? Read it out loud so the audience knows.
The last one in Cruel. Sorry. Where was that?
Is the Guerrero one?
Yeah, the Death Brothers kidnapped a decent young man named Guerra at his wedding and have been sending pictures of pieces of him to his family with ransom demands they can't pay. It is bad. It's bad stuff.
Damn, though. Okay, so what's left then? Just the top 2 in Murderous?
And then the third one in Weird.
Okay. So, Tom, I guess it's your choice.
Yeah. Okay, so top 2 in Murderous and third one in Weird.
Yeah.
Now, just so the audience knows at home, we could read them all out just so we know what they know what we're debating between.
We can kind of talk about it because we're getting close now.
So the 3 that are remaining right now,
well,
there are 3 players.
I'm going to get rid of one.
Okay.
The top one in Murderous. The Death Brothers came to Sunny Slope and shot down Dr. Randolph down because he couldn't save their sister who died from syphilis as well.
It's just too damn sad. Okay, so that means there's only 2 left now. And I guess it's like a final vote between all of us, because it's technically my turn, but I don't want to make that final call on my own. But we're looking at the Death Brothers murdered the sheriff up in Jerome, and the meaner of them is wears his star to mock the law. Or the Death Brothers whispered a secret to one of you long ago atop Mount Lemon, and it's too terrible to outlive you. They must whisper no more. I do kind of like that one.
That
the
is
weird
cool.
one is
I
the
like
weird
that
one's
one
cool
too.
because we can end it by saying what the whisper is.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like live, laugh, love. No, it's not. We're not gonna be silly. God damn it!
We're gonna be a
Dying
little-
of tuberculosis. That's the end of it.
I like that one because it is weird. Like, it could have a supernatural link to it, but doesn't have to. It's very, like, it is a little more open to it.
Yeah, exactly. We could make it grounded. Like,
Yeah.
it could be, like, I don't know, just the location of something bad.
Here's all my, is where I keep my bones.
My bones. My bones.
You like that one? So we want to go with Whisper? Is that what you think too, Tom?
I think so. It's gonna.
Alright.
I feel like it's gonna be a little difficult to.
Well, it's open to interpretation, and we are nothing but interpreters here.
I mean, they said something. They whispered something weird to one of us. I think it should be the old man. I think the old man would make the most sense.
Yeah. I've been hunting them down my whole life. Squirrely Tatum.
Okay. So we have our heading now. Weird whispers.
We're mad for a reason.
Yeah.
All that other stuff they did was bad, but one time they whispered something to me, and that pissed me right off.
Unacceptable.
It cannot.
Too much.
They wet willied me. They never whispered anything.
I'll have to send that.
All right. Well,
Or
I'm
double
picking
dragon.
Dorothy Crean.
Dorothy Cree.
Do I need to set up anything, or is it you guys setting up stuff?
It's
Right.
us setting up stuff. Yeah.
Sounds
Sorry.
You just
Yeah.
picked that. Now we gotta make something out of that, huh?
Dorothy Crane.
I could help a little bit.
Dorothy.
Yeah, you can help a little bit.
I figure I'm meeting her. Maybe she was one of my previous love interests, and I'm meeting her now that I'm at death's door. But I have my own secret agenda with her. But I don't know. I don't want to tell you guys that
Yeah,
part yet. I want
that's
to
fine.
reveal that.
Dorothy Crane. Let's say you got something, Dave?
Let's you go first if you got something. I'm still thinking of ways to add on to this.
Yeah. Let's say you are. You've set the meeting for just at. We're at, like, I'd say we have started our ride. We decided we gotta take care of the Death Brothers.
Yeah.
We've like started our ride south. We're at like the very first town south of Sunny Slope.
Yeah,
And-
maybe we just arrived into this new town where we're trying to suss out if this town is safe. Like, how much do the Death Brothers, have they told their secrets to anybody here? Or like, how much of a grip do they have on this town? So, Arlo like knows somebody, so he's just gonna go like innocently like, this town checks out, it's fine. I don't know how cocky Arlo is. Maybe like the town is just like, and the town's all watching them, like, oh, them boys came in. Those what's the word they keep?
Chuckaboos. Chuckaboo's a close friend.
It's,
Yeah,
it's not racist.
No, he's a close friend.
It sounds weird. I was like,
Oh, what? Well, actually, let's get the scene of us riding in. What does everyone look like?
oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
I'm wearing my finest because I need to dress sexual at all times.
I'm a tour de force.
And 1840s is basically like, popped collar, like a nice bib and tucker is what they call it. Where I do have a bowler cap, sadly I don't have that right now, and a blood red silk cravat. Actually, I'll just describe it. I'm either a banker or a vampire. People don't really know. But
Is that-
gentlemen,
Oh. Go.
What
there is a lady I have come to see here.
What do you wait?
Guide us on our quests.
Describe. We should describe Mordecai and Enoch too. We all look like.
Yeah.
Then you get described.
Then you get described. Mordecai is he's the old timer, so he's definitely a lot older than the other two. Like noticeably older. I want to say he's dying of tuberculosis, but it's just like it literally says here. What's it called? it's been a good stretch of trail, I suppose. Like I'm probably gonna die, even if this disease doesn't get me. Something else is gonna get me because I'm just at that point in my life. So he's like a guy that's like definitely old and feeling it and looking it. So lots of wrinkles. I want to say he's like 90 or something.
Jesus.
Or maybe 80. I want to say 80. 90 might be a little much.
Yeah, it's the Old West. You're 60.
No, because
90.
my guy says he knew Kit Carson. And that was 30 years before this started. And Kit Carson was like a frontiersman. I guess apparently we googled it before so my guy is probably pretty up there more so than most people. So he like lived longer than most people. So I want to say he's like 75 or something. Yeah. So he wears
long back then.
Yeah, he wears like a cowboy hat. That's like a bit like a wide brimmed one and everything like that. He's got like a leather jacket that he has worn forever. It's falling apart. It's not this leather jacket, it's just what I'm wearing. But it's like made out of real cowhide and everything like that. But he dresses like a very like traditional cowboy. Like everyone else might feel and look a little bit more modern than he does, but he's very much like old West.
He's what's his name? Sam Elliott. You're Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott.
And Enoch Lee, he looks like he's in his maybe like early to mid 40s. He's got like black hair with like graying on the sides, very like bushy eyebrows, bit of sideburn. Wears a leather vest, button-up shirt. Has a bandana around his neck, and then there's like there's a silver locket that you can sometimes see underneath it.
By the way, do we all know the secret that the Death Brother told us?
It's only told. They only told Mordecai. I think that's interesting. I don't know if Mordecai told us, but I think only Mordecai whispered it.
Yeah, maybe I'm just very serious about it. Although, maybe I can point out examples of what happens to people who know it, or something like that. So that's why you guys are compelled to come with me and do these things and stuff.
So we're aware when people are familiar with the secret.
Yeah, I think. Okay. I want to say.
Yeah.
And,
I like that
it's important we never talk about the secret until the final scene.
Yeah, exactly.
Like what it actually is. And that gives us plenty of time to think of what it could be. Yeah. Oh, my horse, too. My horse is like an old horse. Like, doesn't run anymore. Just kind of strides. Like, it can do a trot, but it can't, gallop or anything like that.
Syphilis.
It's got the syphilis. It's got the horse.
It's also dyslexic.
Your horse can't read worth a shit. No, it's it's when all the other horses are like, walking, like normal horses. This horse likes to keep its head down like this when it walks. It's just otherwise it looks like a normal horse and stuff like that, but it just doesn't really show its age as much as Mordecai does.
Gentlemen, I have a lead in this town. I've been here a long time ago. Met a wonderful woman by the name of Dorothy Crean. I believe she might be able to help us on our righteous quest.
What's the name of this town? You say, Arlo?
It's Bucket Creek.
Bucket Creek, man.
Bucket Creek.
What a place.
I think I've been here in 1880.
You were here when they built it, old man.
It probably was.
when it was just a shithole in the ground. I think it hasn't changed much since you've been here.
But yeah, we stroll into town. I want to say, as a dramatic intro to our story, because we are all cowboys in our sunset years or days.
I'm relatively young, actually.
No, but we're all gonna die in this. We're riding into town. We're riding into town, and the sun's setting behind us in this shot.
Nice.
So when we get into town, it is dark, is basically what I'm putting out. But they got all the little lamps of all the outside of the shops, and it's a small town, very shithole, like Arlo said.
Else?
I think there's a saloon called the Dusty Gullet, and that's where you might meet Dorothy.
Oh, I know exactly where she lives, her abode, as you would call it. I would love to knock on her her front door.
You want all three of us here, or you mean you want to?
Nope, this is a private affair. You may fuck off, gentlemen. Enjoy the exotic sights that Bucket Creek has to offer.
Enoch, I think we should probably investigate the saloon, maybe figure out what the town knows, investigate see if we can get back on the trail of the Death Boys.
I'd like to see that bucket too. The one they named the town after?
Oh yeah. That monkey.
It's like their bean. It's actually got great presentation and stuff. It's really polished and reflective.
All right, I guess Enoch and Mordecai ride off, and then who wants to narrate this next part, Dave? Me or you for this? Or who wants to
knock on the door, and you better be ready. She doesn't have to be alone either.
That's true. Yeah. The door opens after about 3 minutes.
Well, hold on. Should we really talk about what the knot is, or are we just gonna kind of go for it?
I think we vibe and see how it goes.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say the knot should probably be something along the lines of finding information in the funnest way Arlo wants to.
Oh, yeah.
We'll so you want to know where the Death Boys went is essentially what the knot is.
Yes, I'm aware. Yeah.
The door
how stories work.
Get right on up in there. You know what I mean?
After it seems like maybe you did knock again, but it seems like at the point where you're not sure anyone's going to answer, the door creaks open, and behind it is a woman who must be in her late 70s. She's got white hair parted down the middle. Yep, and very round, thin glasses. Hello.
Dorothy, you look as beautiful as the day we first made love.
Oh, you know me?
2 years ago. I don't. Is this Dorothy?
I thought you might have wanted my granddaughter, but
Oh, you're not Dorothy? Oh, you look just like your granddaughter, Dorothy.
She pulls out a fan. Oh my, you're such a flatterer.
May I come in?
What's your name first?
My name is Arlo, and I have been here before. You may remember me. But let me do this for you.
Shakes her head. Oh, look at that! I like the one
glove. That doing anything for you?
Oh, you're doing plenty.
Dance?
Oh, come in. I'll put on some coffee.
Meanwhile, from the top window. No, I'm not. This is still Mordecai and Enoch are not in this scene. They've wandered off to the. So this is still Dorothy's house, but from the top window, as you're slutting your way to Dorothy's house, you see the blinds. Somebody's watching from the top window, and but it's unknown to Arlo as he walks into the abode. Something sussy up in this house.
I plop down at the table, and thanks to the code of the West, I put my gun on the table.
mighty fine. She pulled out one of those senorita pistols from her garter belt and puts it on the table too.
It's awfully late for a coffee. I did not get your beautiful name.
Oh,
what is your moniker?
Aggressive.
It's Monica.
I'm Esther Wallaby.
Esther Wallaby. It is interesting that your last name is not Crean like your granddaughter's.
Married him.
Maybe remarried. I don't know.
I changed my name back after my husband got killed by a snake.
All right.
It's the Wild West, man.
They do things a little differently here in the eclectic world of Bucket Creek.
I'm just saying I'm single.
Well, madam, if you keep boiling my blood like this, I'm going to need a little bit of Adam's juice, if you know what I mean, which is water. And Adam's something, I forget. Adam's liqueur.
All right, let me go get you. I'll go call down Dorothy, see if she's in. I'll bring you a water and a coffee.
Much obliged. Pleasure doing the air.
She she walks off to prepare.
Meanwhile,
wait, no, really quick. Can I look around?
Yeah.
Do I see evidence of more than just Dorothy here?
Yeah. I want to
Extra boots by the
say,
front door.
yeah. There's two other pairs of boots by the front door that look like men's boots.
And I'm going to say,
Clock them. We'll say I clock them.
leaning up against a coat rack, there's also a cane with an innate metal handle.
Oh, I don't know what you're doing. It's okay. There's also a dragon.
It's small. Good.
You'll notice that there is there's like a leave your guns here box by the front door, and there's no guns in it.
I think that's a Star Wars thing.
I don't know. They maybe. Well, I don't know what Dorothy's intentions are or what you're setting her up to be, but it implies that she gets guests often. They should leave their guns at the door, but whoever is here either doesn't have guns
I
or
am
has
quite
them
aware
on.
that Dorothy Crean often gets guests. I was
In front of her mother? What have we done? What have we
Grandmother!
done? Oh,
that old bat can't see shit. All right, I wait for Dorothy to come down the stairs.
I want to say Dorothy has been standing, as you're investigating the room, you're looking around and then you look at the staircase and Dorothy's been standing at it the whole time.
What does she look like?
She's at the top of the staircase. She's youthful.
She looks like
how old is Arlo?
Like a frog. I am like 26, I want to say.
26. Okay, I want to say she's a bit younger, like she's 24 or something. Because she's young and it's the West and stuff. And but like,
let's up it a little bit because we'll say I was here like 10 years ago. So
Okay.
We'll say
that'd be weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's out of her prime, according to the West, I guess. I don't know, but she's
an old maid.
She's just completely retired. No.
Dorothy, as I live and breathe, I almost forgot to do the second of those two things. In your
Why, if it isn't Mr. Arlo Winthrop, come here again after all these years.
I have returned like the prodigal son in the biblical Bible.
What do I owe the pleasure of such a daunting man come upon my door this evening? I'm trying my best with the West.
It's good, I dig it.
It's fine, it's working. She sounds like a man, but that's okay. Look, perhaps you would oblige an old rusty gunslinger an apology.
An apology, you say? An apology I cannot accept, for it has been far too long, Mr. Winthrop, but I have moved on with my dailies.
What if I say pretty please? Then I flash her the whole. I know you're
cough up a little blood.
Yeah, I know you're. I know you're a fan of old keepsakes of your previous conquests. Perhaps I finally retire the old Bib and Tucker, which is my keepsake, by the way.
Bib and Tucker?
Yeah.
Well, I do declare that is
like handkerchief, by the way. It's like
gotcha. Is it hers?
No, it's mine, but she used. I could see something in our past. I remember she used to have belts or something of all the other men she's had. And through here, yeah. She's an adventurer.
She seems to kind of knock on the wall in a weird rhythm as she walks down the stairs, and she's just like, I can't entertain a short amount of my pretense in this evening, if you do so incline.
Dorothy, I am perspiring. I could see the heavenly gates before me, and I am not far on my hike to them.
In the back room, you clock, because I imagine the living room has a clear shot to the kitchen in the back. And you see the grandmother, she finishes washing her hands, she looks up, and then she nods, and she walks out the back door.
But she does bring you your coffee first. She's
No, she doesn't. No, that's how you know something's up.
well, at least she made it. It's at least on the counter. Come on.
Yeah, you see it sitting steaming on the counter.
Yeah, you hear the whistle begin. That pot.
Oh, that's
Ooh,
tea.
yeah, it's raising the tension. It's tea now.
That's hot water. I mean,
Yeah, true.
Dorothy, do you mind? I am, as I said, perspiring, and I kind of like wave my hand towards the ready coffee or whatever.
I would be inclined to serve a better man as you. I shall oblige. And then she walks over to the kitchen, and you see her kind of tapping on the counter, and that's when you notice in the windows there are figures.
I suspected as much. I must admit, Dorothy, I'm not only here for an apology.
Yes?
Go ahead.
What? Sorry, I was getting your coffee.
I couldn't hear you. What was that for the second part?
The water's too damn loud.
I also came because I thought maybe, or not maybe, for sure, maybe you remember a man named Robert.
Robert, you say? I know many a man.
Yes.
That's what she whips around, and then you hear like a bunch of guns cock. And then
also,
you have,
mine's also in my hand.
Yeah, you hear a bunch of guns cock in all the windows, and you have like a moment to act.
Oh, so what, are they going to shoot me?
Yeah, probably.
I thought I was going to get a little bit more information.
They know the Death Boys know that you're coming for them.
Yeah, I was just wondering, you show the signs of someone that has heard a little too much from Robert's death. I have a whiskey in my hand. I got it somewhere.
I got it off screen. Ty, go jump in here.
Yeah.
I just set up this elaborate death trap.
Yeah. But I do have a gun on her, and they all like her, so maybe they won't shoot me if I have a gun on her.
Well, now I seem to. What did she sound like? Give me a line.
I don't know. I just kind of made up stuff that sounded
That was pretty much right on. I got right away. You were being Dorothy.
Well, now, Mr. Winthrop, I have entertained many a man, and many a man have entertained me over the years, and I do recall a Robert Death. Now, what you want with him?
Oh, I came here to make him stop whispering, and I just want to know where I can go do that. Dorothy, I know you keep track of everything. You knew I was here the second I walked into town with my two friends. There's no way you don't know where Robert Death currently resides.
Well, now, I might tell you, because of our long shared history, Arlo, but what would I get out of it? You could kill me here, but my associates, well, they'd kill you, and then you wouldn't get anything.
Dorothy, I came to apologize, not to murder you. I only have a gun pointed on you, and I will pull this trigger. This iron will flash if those men out there don't put their guns away. I know everybody here has heard this whisper, and that they got to, but it needs to end now. It needs to end tonight or tomorrow, sometime soon. Depending on how far away Robert Death is, it needs to end as soon as possible. Is what I'm trying to get at.
I think the Nod is probably trying to get her to do what you want. So, do we agree with that?
Wait, what's up? Oh, the knot. Yes, yeah, I agree.
Oh, we found the knot.
I am trying to persuade her to give me the information we need to proceed with our.
So you have a choice now. You can either use something you have, keepsake. You could die here, or you could use the medicine. The medicine, I think.
Just fucking die.
I think the medicine would.
Well, no, I've already set up that I want to give her my keepsake. Now I guess it's up to us to figure out. It's like a red handkerchief. The keepsake in the book is basically my entire outfit. But the one thing they say is a blood red silk cravat.
So you for sure want to use that now.
Yeah, if it'll entice her to remember. What I can say is how about we caught ourselves a little bit of a wager. And I put my gun down as a sign of good faith. I am the infamous Mr. Arlo Winthrop. I read kerchief, a cravat, as they say in my book, would, for a dying old gunslinger such as my caliber, would fetch a hefty price, or make a giant heirloom for such as thee. The Crean family could brag about this moment for the rest of their legacy. If all I need is a point on a map. No, I need you to just the name of a town, and I will go my separate ways. We will leave Bucket Creek, and I will die, and you will never see me again.
I want to
Death
say,
shall know secrets, but Robert Death has told many.
I want to say, because you said you wanted to use your handkerchief, and they want to tell you. I want to say,
Not this one. I'm going to keep this one as a prop, but
yeah.
this is like a tissue.
I want to say, there's like a tense moment. The guys outside still have their guns trained
I don't
on
even
you.
look at them. I don't even care.
You're
I'm
not
at
even
death's
looking.
door. I don't even
Dorothy's
care.
looking
I die an
at
hour
you.
later.
Dorothy's looking at you. You're looking at Dorothy. And then in a flash, the screen cuts, and you hear 2 gunshots go off. We come back. Dorothy's holding a gun, smoking. And then you look and you see she's shot out the window at the one guy that was looking at you. The other guy is also dead somehow. And we cut to outside, and it's the grandmother shot the other guy. And they clearly have wanted to get rid of, like, the secret is too powerful, and they also don't want it around. And they were just doing what the Death Boys wanted, because the Death Boys.
There are many Death Boys, but there are only 2 Death Brothers. Robert,
Yes,
as I
the
so
Death
coined.
Boys.
And
The secret gets them to join. It's almost like a cult, but not
there you go.
really. Yeah, it's just a cowboy gang. It's not a cult, it's a cowboy gang.
And
That'd
I
make
don't
a
even
good
flinch
title.
or anything. You just hear, you know, and then like maybe the grandma cocks the shotgun or whatever. It's like bottom draw gun rifle. That's a good. You're a good woman, Dorothy. I always knew it.
Bye, Dorothy.
I'll take that coffee now.
Do we want to cut it there and we can decide what you learned later?
Well, I figured.
No, I think we can do that. I think we can.
We can. Yeah, I mean, this is one. Not you can tell
Yeah.
me where it is, but we don't know how to get there.
Yeah,
You know,
I
maybe
think-
the horse dies.
I
or
think.
something.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Well, I think what she says is,
Or maybe they killed our horses while I was in here, or something like that. Like there was more going on behind the scenes than.
Yeah, well, that's
You
when
guys
we
are in a
cut to
bar, so
Mordecai
you
and
wouldn't
Enoch.
know.
Yeah.
I think what we can give him is her saying like because we should resolve the scene. I think it's maybe
True.
like
Yeah. I just thought I liked the cut of "Can I have my coffee now?" After that, and then we figured it out later.
No,
But
I'll take
that's
that
fine
coffee
too.
now.
Yeah.
I think they I don't have a town name, but I know they were riding southwest, and I know they would probably be hitting
The Albuquerque Balloon Festival.
uh,
No, sorry. Scratch from the record. Just Albuquerque. Balloons happening in a minute again.
I think they'll be reaching Reacher's Gulch probably on the way.
Reacher's Gulch. Reacher's
It's
Gulch
along
with
the
its
old
began.
Eden Trail. The grandma comes in with the gun and she's like reloading it. You
Reacher's
brought us.
Gulch. That's where the old 49ers used to go to, thinking they'd find gold, and all they found was plague and pestilence and death.
I am that.
Syphilis.
Always
Tuberculosis and rheumatoid arthritis or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's
time
where
is.
all of our illnesses
Rheumatoid
spawn
arthritis.
from. The guts, the very guts of in the fucking earth.
Well, there's a mining town there, and that maybe they might be a place to stop off on their trail south.
Now tell me, Dorothy, I know I accused you of hearing the whispers, but it has become apparent that maybe you had not. Is that true?
I heard whispers of whispers.
Whispers of whispers. Dorothy, you always had a way with whispers.
I want to say Dorothy doesn't outright
barely hear
explain
you.
this, but as a somehow we allude to the fact that she saw people hearing the whispers and got mad about that because the whispers like.
Yeah, maybe
Make
half the
people
town
made.
is gone because they all
Yeah.
left with the,
Or whatever it does, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Dorothy, as I said, I came to apologize. And I am sorry for those 3 minutes of bliss I gave you years back. I should have given you years of bliss. Just years. Just butt fucking for years.
We got there.
I apologize. It should have been way more.
The grandmother's just nodding and holding a gun.
we should have painted the walls. No, strike that. For the record. I apologize, but I'm, betrothing you and daunting you and giving you everything you've always wanted, Dorothy. I'm on my regret tour. You're not part of the regret part, by the way. I'm the one regretting not knowing a good thing when I had it.
Tell you what, Mr. Harlow, you accomplish your task of killing death itself. You come back here and maybe I'll give you what you want. You can make me an honest woman yet. I'll make you an honest man, I think.
Yeah, maybe that's what'll happen. Maybe knowing it won't.
Yeah, but they both
Tell
know.
you what, I promised to come back, Dorothy. I promised you I would never let you down.
I will never die.
I can't die. I'm a legend in these parts.
I like that as a stop.
That seems like a good end of scene.
How many times do you want to apologize to her, Arlo?
No, that's it. I just had to do the apology once.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good first scene. We even had a little Western action.
Yep.
And you solved it by being sick, because you didn't really do anything. You just convinced somebody to do something for you. Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping it wouldn't go more through there because it's like, oh, and I lose my keepsake.
Yes, you do. So mark that off on your sheet.
Can you mark? I can't.
Oh, I mean, I'll remember. It's not like it's hard to remember.
Yeah.
It's easy.
You got 4 things you can remember. Yeah.
You got 4 items. You're fine.
So, so next scene.
Dave, you want to do it?
Yeah, I'll do it. Let's do. Okay, let's see. I gotta pick the name of the thing.
Yes.
And the last we saw we said we were gonna go over to the salon. So
the saloon.
Get ahead.
It was the dusty
Watch
gullet.
a Western movie.
What's the
Just watch
saxapaha? What does that mean?
The what?
What?
Saxapaha. What does that mean?
We'll find out. Maybe that's the word.
We make it up.
Let's see if that's a real word before we make some decisions.
Yeah.
Let's say.
I love not doing research.
Let's call this one.
It's a place. It looks like in North Carolina, so I don't know if that'll work.
Oh yeah, no, that doesn't work. Let's call this one 3 Dead Germans.
Ooh.
And that's on the list, so nobody gets weird about it.
The proto-Nazis have come.
No. But yeah, I guess Mordecai.
You guys are in the saloon.
Yeah,
we cut to when you guys are first entering the saloon, or have you been there the whole time?
I want to say this is kind of a slight time back, so you haven't done your business yet.
Meanwhile,
but we're arriving at the saloon. I'm tying up my 6 sad horse. How do you get yours to keep its head up like that, Enoch?
Well, mine ain't ancient. Mine's a nice young stallion.
I don't know what I'd do if I lost old. Oh no.
Well, that's the first. You don't want to be a horse
around here, are you?
That's probably why his head's always down. You don't respect him, and he feels sad about that.
He likes not having a name. He likes being controlled by the wind.
It's not. Call him Wind. Call him Wind. That sounds fine.
All right, Wind. What do you think?
Right like the wind.
He jukes up a lung.
What do you think of that? Wind dies. Oh, damn it. No. And I pat him and smile with my old hand. Like, okay, so you want to see if this town is on the level?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta know people here, right? You said you were here when it was when this whole thing was founded, when they found the bucket. So,
well, the bucket's in the saloon. If you're interested, it's not as cracked up as it ought to be, but it's in there if you feel.
Yeah,
as long as the old bartender is the same one that was around during the town's foundation, I reckon I'll pay him a visit. He seems like a trustworthy sort.
Good. Yeah, let's head on in there.
Yes. Mordecai has a cane, I want to say. How legendary are we as, like, can it be a cane gun?
Fine, yeah.
I don't think a cane gun.
It's just like, it's more like a snub pistol that, like, kind of is just in the tip of it, so the rest of it is kind of like a sheath.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah,
that totally works.
But yeah, he walks in, and it even kind of alludes that it looks like a gun for the movie edit, but not like, like, the people don't
There's
click
a
it.
close-up of the handle has a trigger on it.
It has a trigger on it and stuff, but yeah, he steps in. He's like,
there's a bartender. Strangers!
No. It's not my old friend.
No, it's a very young man.
Oh no. Okay, with that, I guess I look around. I'd look around. I don't know what Enoch's doing.
I'll take a whiskey.
Will they serve sarsaparilla?
Hard sarsaparilla?
Nope.
Oh, this is a dry town?
It's a dry town thanks to all the Death Brothers coming through and taking all the good stuff.
Oh no.
Sons of bitches.
Where's
But then we drink the sarsaparilla. The sarsaparilla is fucking good. All right.
Give me one. Give me one of them.
Yeah,
I'm
slides it on down. He has like a bunch of cups prepared.
I'm gonna look around and just see what I recognize, and I feel like everything would
be 3 dead Germans.
Oh shit! No!
Also shot the Germans.
Not solved. We did it.
There it is. No, I want to say I look around and I notice that everything looks new again, which kind of makes me feel even older. And I want to ask, do you still have the bucket that the town was named after? They used to have a little display for it over in the corner.
Oh yeah, it's right over there. I point to the corner. It's the thing people spit in their tobacco. Their chewing tobacco.
See, some things mildly change for the worse, as they say.
Enoch spits in it.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, you know what we say? We say, "Fuck that bucket." That's our town slogan. Fuck that.
What happened? What happened to old Ebenezer who used to run this here?
That was my great grandfather.
Great.
I mean, he was my grandfather, but he was a great one.
Oh, okay, that's good. That helps a whole little bit.
Yeah, I hated the son of a bitch though.
And there's a little bit of blood on his hand when he pulls away. He just kind of like he kind of opens his jacket a little bit and wipes it on the inside so nobody can see the mark or anything like that. But he's kind of used to doing that at this point.
You look like you need a hard sarsaparilla.
I'll take whatever you can give me.
Wait, you have hard sarsaparilla? I thought you said you did.
We don't. He's got to go somewhere else.
Oh.
He needs a hard sarsaparilla.
He's gonna go somewhere
I'm
else.
saying he looks like he needs one. My diagnosis as a town bartender needs a hard sarsaparilla. We don't got it.
I guess after a bit, I get a drink, I guess a sarsaparilla, a normal one. And I want to look around the bar and I want to see if I notice any suspicious types or...
So wait, is this like Ty? Are you gonna help me with this?
Yeah. I'm just letting you start it off.
This feels very much like a game where we tag in when we're just like, I'm out, you go.
No, that wasn't me accusing Ty of not helping. I was just because you guys are.
That's what I did. I figured that out doing it.
Yeah.
There aren't. This place is not super populated for, it's night, but this is not a very big town, and we think maybe the Whisperers have decreased either population or interest in it. What you do see is there's a couple, kind of by the bucket. One of them's chewing and spitting pretty regularly. There is a poker game going on in the corner with a couple men smoking cigars.
Oh no,
4 people.
Are there
people sitting at the table?
Are 3 of them German?
Yeah, you get. How did you know?
How did I know? Enoch.
Most people here in Bucket Creek, God.
No, I don't know.
German 49ers.
There you go.
Yeah,
I was there.
Yeah, only the bartender drinks whiskey. He's going with it. Oh yeah.
Now Enoch. the Death Brothers and their whisper seems to get around to these parts, and I don't know how helpful Mr. Winthrop is gonna be, so I think it's best if we figure out what's going on with the Death Brothers have their grip on this town before we take our rest here. What do you say?
Well, I'd say I'm not the most personable man around, but I can try to talk to someone. Or you like to? Do you know anyone else? Could you talk anyone else up, find out what's going on? Because I'm not.
Well, I see that table. I see that table of poker over there, and I'm an old hand at it myself, and most people underestimate a man of my years, so I think I can check out the situation over there while also winning a little bit of scratch for us to roll some bones later. How's this?
That sounds fantastic. I'd love to see an old hand like you play. I'm not a poker man myself. I like Jenga.
So now,
not give it a card game.
Jenga.
Is that part of this? No, I want to say the knot that I want to come up with here can't be just we need more information, because we already technically got that. However, these two characters don't know that. So I want to say the knot is we have to figure out a way to act on the information that we got, which is we have to figure out a way to get to the place that we need to go, which means I want something to happen to how we're currently traveling, is what I'm saying. Okay. And then I want us to procure some other form of transportation in the process. But that's what I kind of want my knot to be.
Okay. Yeah.
Just to keep the plot going and not repeating is what
we call it 3 dead Germans. So how important is that?
It is very important, but that could be anything. It could be the name
Turns
of the
out
train.
the 3 of us are German.
Okay, we'll figure something out. I would love to. We'll see what we do with them. But 3 of those people at that poker table are German. We're gonna throw that in there. Do they end up dead? I don't know. Maybe they don't. Maybe something else.
One day.
One day. Yeah. They also have syphilis.
Mordecai makes his way over to the table with his cane, and he kind of acts up his age to really kind of add more to his persona that he's going to use as a poker face. Go for it.
I'll play the young non-German guy at the table who is a reckless gunslinger type. Like very scary, like he's young, kind of like Billy the Kid or something, where he's going to use his age to, try and posture or whatever, which makes him
He's also going to underestimate his elders.
He also might kill 3 Germans. I don't know. That's what I'm getting at. It might happen or it might not, but we're scared of it.
It would be pretty awesome if we could think of something a bit more clever for that.
I'm hoping we do.
I'm hoping we do. I'm hoping we get there.
I'm using this as like a big old this could be the thing that happens, but it might happen. Something else might.
Come on down to 3 dead Germans transportation. Oh wait, Enoch, you said you were going to do something?
Enoch is just standing behind you, not playing, but will kind of observe you playing poker.
He's observing?
Yeah, you're looking around the bar to see if anybody pokes guns in through the windows or something. Do you boys mind if an old soul like myself joins this particular game?
Oh, who's this guy over here with the old face and the old shit going on? Well, you were probably around when they invented poker, right?
Oh, I've known many a different type of poker games over the years, but I particularly like the one y'all are playing at this particular table.
Go ahead and sit down. You'll know how to lose at poker real good, boy.
Okay, well, if I can make it more interesting, I pull out, I'm an old guy who's, I guess, done well with money, so I pull out, a decent amount, an impressive amount, but it's nothing to me, and put it on the table, and just does this make my procurement of a seat a little bit more enticing for you young people?
I think it does. I think that will allow that to happen. What do you say, you old Germans?
Wunderbar.
You 3 Germans. He waves. By the way, this guy's blatantly not following the code of the West. He's got his
He
gun in his
doesn't
hand.
follow
He's
the
twirling
code
it
of the
around.
West.
yes, it's in Mosa Maria. Wunderbar. Put the chips
Thank
in.
you for doing the German accent, because for some reason I
Das
like
ist
Blade.
Blue, das ist toll.
What are their
That's
names?
stupid. This is cool. That's all I got.
I-
Schneemann.
I am Hans.
Snowman.
Hans.
Hans, Gunther, and
Schnell.
Schnell. Hans, Gunther, and Schnell over here have been doing nothing but losing all night. You know what I mean, old man? Maybe you'll just add to the amount of losers at the table.
Oh, it's all about the fun you have instead of the
What is
money
it?
you
It's poker, buddy. It's probably maybe okay. Have fun losing, buddy. All right, that's what I
I
gotta say.
suppose I will. And I put.
Recklessly twirling.
Now here's the. Yeah, Jesus. Stop playing with your yeah, I follow it.
Thank you, one of the Germans. Yeah.
Goes up one of the Germans. There's now a seat at the table.
Shoots through 3 of the Germans. It's all it was. No,
Oh,
I want to. Oh, Jesus Christ! No, I want to say Mordecai follows the code of the West, and he puts. Nobody knows his cane is a gun, but he still treats it like a gun. So he puts it. What was it? Put it on the table, or just put it off the side, or something?
Yeah.
Usually it's put it on the table, or like yeah.
Yeah, he just kind of
So
places
people-
it kind of
people
on the.
can see
He
it and
leans
it's
it
away
against
from
the
your hand.
table. Yeah,
Yeah.
he leans it against the table and everything. All right, pull me in, Coach.
Sounds good. Deal them in, boys. Schnell, go ahead.
Yes. Cards.
Deal the cards. You remember how to deal the cards, right?
Go stealing the cards.
Right. Good.
Are you all old? Are you all old? Have you all lived here long? Or are you just passing through?
Just
9.
passing through. I wouldn't live in a shithole, pissed fucking bucket. Fuck.
We are passing through as well. We are looking for the something left behind by our old travel buddies.
Something left behind? Who do you? Is it something you could particularly talk about, or is it a secret to us old friends
I'll tell you one
here
thing,
at this
old
poker
man.
table?
It's not a secret that that if I was here just a little bit longer, they probably would have lost all their money to me. Huh? I have to be different from Arlo.
No. Making him Waluigi is a good way to go.
See?
I want to say Mordecai takes off his jacket mostly because I also want to take off my jacket. Oh my god, it's shedding all over me. I'm throwing this jacket out when I'm done here. It's like a leather jacket I bought on Amazon like 10 years ago
Like it
and
shouldn't
never
be
wore,
shedding.
and it's just falling apart.
Alright, we deal a hand. Wait,
we
we're
already-
playing poker?
We're playing
Yeah,
poker.
I don't know how to play poker.
Yeah, I've made a few of them and I still don't know, so I don't blame.
We're playing blackjack. We're playing blackjack.
Is that 21?
21,
Yeah.
yeah.
You just gotta get
Okay.
it.
Okay. I like blackjack as well. But so you German folk over there, what is it that you're searching for from your old friends?
Well, perhaps you win a hand or two and we can talk.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
What do I gotta do to win, or are we just gonna narrate that
do
I'm
you
really
have
good
co-
at this?
Do you have cards with you? Do you have cards with you?
I
No.
was about to say, can we online poker it?
I mean, we can, but I have
That'd be
cards
kinda
somewhere.
cool.
I don't know where they are.
I wish I was good at
No,
poker,
it's too hard
guys.
to do it. Yeah, it's
After-
too hard.
Yeah.
You have, well, we'll put it this way. You have 15. You hit or stay.
We're not. But, do we have a? Here, wait. There's got to be an online blackjack.
Yeah, I'm
thing.
sure there is. Yeah.
Online blackjack.
Yeah, but then
I-
you gotta like pay for it.
Instantly play blackjack for free.
There's a few that, yeah.
Share it with all of us, though.
Yeah, I'll
Share
see
it
what
on
I
the
can do.
Discord.
No, I can probably share it here, as long as it loads.
On this? Oh, like
Yeah,
this.
Zoom has a share screen feature. It's got to load
Five
first,
players.
though. The
Five
Washington Post is doing it. But I guess we'll keep. Oh, here. Oh, did I get it? Is it working? Blackjack. Black. No, go away. Go away, Washington Post. Okay.
What's your name, old man?
My name's Mordecai Cox.
Cox! Like a penis!
Yes.
Wow.
Okay. Let's see. I think this will do it. You see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is gonna wreak havoc on me editing this later, but that's fine. Deal me in, coach. All right. Well,
What are you cheating?
I told you. Oh, well, how did that happen? That must have been a
All
fluke.
right. Now this guy's angry. I'm gonna call myself.
Oh, for those who didn't see it, if this is an audio medium for you, because sometimes I turn these into a podcast and stuff,
Blackjack.
I literally pressed the play button and got a 21 immediately.
Yeah. All that matters is how you're doing. By the way, it doesn't matter how the episode.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much what it
you
adds
lose,
a
then
little
one
bit
of
more
them
tension
wins.
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. This will be
That
part
was
of your
beginner's luck, surely. In my old years, I'm sure it's just a phase. I've never been one for poker or blackjack. I'm more of a poker man myself, but
Sure thing, Mr. Penis.
but what do you say, Germans? Does that win you enough of a respect for a little bit of information?
Yes, I think that is all right. We are searching for a let me see. We are searching
The
for
Holy Grail.
nailed it.
It's just Indiana Jones.
There is a leather case left behind by a few of our associates, previous work associates, and we are very
Oh,
keen on retrieving it.
it's very interesting.
Tell you what, Germans. I win this next round. You tell me where that case might be.
The friendly competition.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's see what happens. Okay, I got a 9 and the dealer has a 2.
You need to hit.
Yeah,
It
of
doesn't
course.
matter what the dealer has, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, if you lose, one of us wins.
Okay, well, I got 20, so I'm definitely standing.
Doesn't mean you won.
Doesn't mean I won. Except
Hey.
today it did. Oh, would you look at that? 2 in a row. What are the odds?
Whatever, old man. Just keep playing the game.
Well, how about this, Mr. Kid, was it? Or what's your name?
I didn't actually come up with the name. I'll be
Cassidy?
Willie the
Child.
Willie the boy.
The boy.
Willie the boy is what they call me. Because I'm only a boy, but I've killed many people.
Oh. Well, Mr.
Call me
Boy,
Willie.
how long have you been in town? Just today?
Just got
passing
here a
through?
few hours ago.
Few hours ago and already winning so much money off of our dear friends over here, huh?
You can tell he's actually been losing almost all the time. He talks about
Oh.
games, he's losing.
Now, would you happen to know any seen any peculiar sights here in town, Mr. Boy?
Only you, Mr. Penis.
I'm gonna hit. Damn it.
Oh.
Oh, there's the luck. There it goes.
That's right. That's why they call me Willie the boy. It's good and all the money towards me.
Mr. German folk, if you would be so kind. Is that suitcase, is it in town or is it on your way?
We'll tell you what, for this next hand, let's ante up.
And he writes something on a piece of paper and then slides it in.
This is the last known location of the case we are looking for, so whoever wins perhaps has a head start.
Oh, I might as well ante up my own. And he starts to cough a little bit. Then, there's a little bit of blood.
Sick
but
old man.
He tries to go wipe it on his jacket, but he's not wearing his jacket, so he just kind of wipes it on his pants instead. Oh, don't mind. It's just my ears catching up to me.
Gunter, if I ever get that old, shoot me in the head.
Yeah.
Deal those cards, old man.
Oh,
I'm gonna stand. Damn it!
Man.
Ha
I think the boy gets the slip.
The boy gets the slip. He has the case.
A head start.
I want to look around the bar. Is there just kind of look while I'm talking to people?
Wait,
is there
hold
anybody?
on. While you're doing that, can we do this? I read the piece of paper, then I stand up and shoot the 3 Germans.
Yes.
Like it wasn't a location of a case; it was like something offensive instead. And
interesting.
Kill them and run off onto my horse. Maybe I shoot the old horse on the way out.
Well, let's not say what it was. I mean, let's.
Let's not say what it was.
Yeah. Wait.
He does that.
I do want to make it worth it.
Right after reading it.
Yeah. Oh, what if it's the secret? It's the whisper.
Maybe it's the whisper written down. Yeah, or something.
I think just to make it
3 dead Germans just.
Yeah, but to make it so that it's like, it's got to be, it's got to be like somehow tied into what we're doing. Billy can't go off on his own fucking plot here.
Oh,
I'm gonna make it so that
wouldn't see him again.
No, I'm gonna make it so that Mordecai, as Willie's running away, Mordecai pulls the gun out of his cane and like shoots Willie in the back with it, so that he like drops down. Doesn't kill him, but like makes it so that he like falls face first into the doorstep and like falls down the stairs. Because maybe that slip of paper says the whisper on it, which I would know what the whisper is, so I would probably take it from him and make sure it doesn't go anywhere else.
I'm okay with that, but that's quick movement and good aim, so I don't know if that is.
Yeah, that's probably something you're gonna have to roll for, Dave.
Just to work a little bit
fine.
more. Yeah,
I can at least try, because at least I assume it's the whisper anyway. So I do probably want to try. Would I shoot? I guess
I think it's just flip. To do the whole thing.
You have to flip to do it for the medicine.
Yeah. Okay, so
we're gonna see how it turns out.
Heads is usually what we like, right?
Heads is a success.
It says it on it. It says what happens if you do heads or tails.
What are you using first? What are you using?
I'm using a D4, and I said
no. What medicine are you using to do this?
Let's see. Yeah, that's the thing.
Because that matters.
So what do I have? Consumptive?
Use the first one, because that's the one that only you can use, is what I would say.
Yeah, that works for me. Okay, so I'm gonna roll this. Odds, or what did I write? It is odds are heads, evens are tails, because I don't have a coin on me, because I don't know, they don't make them anymore, I guess. I got even, which is tails, which is bad.
Write or read what it is and then what it does. Or you can just act the way it does if you want.
Okay. So I use towel safety laudanum, which is laudanum, a tincture of opium in alcohol, is fantastic at suppressing a cough, pretty damn good at introducing strange, joyful ties of relaxation. It is highly addictive. I am addicted and cannot live without it. So here's what I think happens, and then I'll go into what my effects are with it. I see Willie do that. I freak out. I need to know what's on that paper. I aim the gun, and then I start coughing, and because I don't cover my mouth, I just a bunch of blood just shoots out of my mouth, and I drop my gun in the process, and it just kind of falls onto the floor. It doesn't shoot.
Oh, I was gonna say, please just shoot the bucket that's full.
No, it falls onto the floor and stuff, and I'm coughing so much that I have to reach into my pockets to get my medicine, and I take a little too much of it because I'm kind of coughing a little bit too much. So Willie gets away with that note, or at least he does for now. I don't know if the Death Boys are going to catch up.
Maybe he'll come back at some.
Maybe we'll see. Yeah.
And it says, tails means drowsiness, confusion, clumsiness, and inattention. The lure of final sleep is tempting. Just a short nap. Heads means anxiety washed away on the... Okay, I didn't get heads. I got tails. So yeah, I'm just I take it, and then everything's just kind of blurring, and then I end up just kind of passing out on face down on the floor. Just passing out, not dead or anything. Just
top-down shot of you, on the floor next to 3.
There's echoing songs. It's
yeah, some popular song that's slowed down. Yeah, what's a good popular song right now?
We see Enoch trying to pick you up and help you back up to the bed in this place.
So was that your knot, and then you failed it?
Yeah.
Right?
Technically, the knot was we want to find a different way out of here, which technically we can work that in.
Yeah, well,
the Germans say they're part of a troop, and now they no longer exist, and their caravan is still here. So it's something we can keep in our back pocket for later.
Yeah.
So something has to happen.
That was something eventually based on in case like people are just listening to this, that was very much based on you winning a real blackjack game, and you lost it. So like it's not like like I was actually kind of hoping we'd work in 3 dead Germans in a different way that wasn't expected.
It worked,
but you failing actually made it like we.
But now we have something in our back pocket. So if the Death Brothers like sabotage our thing, we now know in the future, we can use what the Germans left behind as a way to get around and stuff instead.
I don't know. I think that's a dead end now, right?
Well, I think it's up to interpretation. So that is something that we tried to do and didn't really work out. So now it's the next thing.
Yeah, it's there if we need it or want it.
There are a couple things
there if improv demands it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
For this ends up.
Okay.
Now
it's Ty's turn.
I'm going to pick a hand in the bag.
Hand in the bag. Two
so
in the
you
sack.
pick up right where Dave left off? Like you're trying to pick him up off the floor?
Or have you gotten me into bed and I'm stabilized and sleeping now? And now
I
you're
think,
go
I think you're sleeping and like Arlo is now. It's now like nighttime and Arlo is done with his thing, so probably meets us here. So like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours
Arlo's
later.
Standing in the corner, all cool with his sunglasses on.
How'd it go, Arlo? Did you figure out and get into leads? You figure out what you need figuring out?
I did. Dorothy Green is a beautiful woman with beautiful information about our beloved Robert Den. She says that if we were to travel, what was it, southwest? What was the name of it? Reacher's Gulch?
Reacher's Gulch. Yep,
to Reacher's Gulch, we may find our prize.
Well, I think we're gonna at least have to. That's a great job, Arlo. I think we're gonna have to wait till morning, though. Mordecai's had a bad bout of his whatever is fucking wrong with him, and he passed out.
Understood. And it appears that in the information gathering business, I am a savant. According you guys, what have you done? You've gotten 3 Germans killed. They are dead now. They are deader than we are going to be.
There are technically 5 dead people in this town, and we've been here for an hour.
There's only 8 people in this town.
Mordecai won a little bit of money, and we got a lead. There's I don't know, there's some sort of German case or something around. I don't know where.
Well, I hope we can take that money and pay for our crossing across the River Styx, because otherwise that money will be useless once our afflictions take us.
Well, we gotta. I mean, he was telling me earlier. I'm not sure his horse, the unnamed horse project's gonna make it to this Reacher's Gulch.
Unnamed horse project.
We will either have to saddle up double.
Meanwhile. Meanwhile, you see, because we're in the top part of the saloon, right? Because it's a saloon.
Yeah, the inn.
I assume. Yeah,
so that means there's a sarsaparilla next to your bed.
You see, it's like getting close to the middle of the night now. There's the sarsaparilla guy is outside and he's having a smoke. There's like nobody in the bar or anything like that.
That's me.
Yeah,
I'll do it.
Sarsaparilla guy's outside having a smoke. He's looking around in the darkness, looking down the streets that are barely lit by like lantern light or whatever. LEDs. No. And he sees
he's drinking a secretly hard sarsaparilla.
Legendary hard sarsaparilla.
He keeps the best for himself.
Almost like ghosts from the darkness. He sees like down the long streets, there's like 3 guys that start like they all have rifles in their hands. And then he looks down a different road, 3 more guys. They all have rifles in their hands. They all are wearing the bandana of the Death Brothers that covers their masks so they can all be NPCs with no personality. And then you see the innkeeper / bartender, his eyes go a little wide, and I don't know what technically, Tom, you can do anything you want with this character you've kind of invented. I don't know if you want to.
Oh, it's closed today, boys. Go sit.
Locks the.
He sits behind the bar with a hard sarsaparilla and an iron. He's just like waiting for in case there's trouble for him, but he's hoping that don't come into the bar.
And outside, you see them. Because it's only the 3 horses from out of. Well, I guess it's the 3 horses. Then you said, did you say the Germans were in a caravan, kind of? They had a wagon or something like that they were in. You said that they were like a traveling troop or something like that.
I just said they were traveling with associates, and they had I don't think I specified a vehicle.
Yeah,
okay. Well, I want to say parked outside of the saloon is there's a couple of things, but there's 3 horses that are our horses, and the Death Brothers. You only see their hands do this. They reach out, they unlatch the horses, they untie the horses, and they just shoot up into the air. So that's our first indication that there's something going on outside, and our horses just run off into the darkness. And we don't know where they are, but they're outside the saloon.
Except yours. Yours is like.
What was the name of this again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Untitled Horse Project.
It was
A Hand in the Bag is the name of
A
this.
Hand in the Bag. Okay, yeah. There's Death Brothers outside, but all we know is we just heard a gunshot go off from the inside.
Enoch will reach for his pistol and kind of nod to Arlo as we hear the gunshot.
I have now set the scene. Mordecai wakes up, but he's still invalid in bed, and he's like, if I were a younger man, I would have had him dead direct.
All right, Arlo.
It'll be fine as long as they don't think we're up here and they don't hear.
I'll kind of peer over and see if the bartender's doing, and if they've entered yet.
Well, he's downstairs. We're upstairs in one of the inn rooms.
Yeah, we can look.
I assume the bartender's
I'll
behind the bar or whatever. Yeah.
I'll exit the room and get onto the loft and just see if there's, the staircase leading down. See what I can see downstairs.
The sarsaparilla guy is just sitting there going. It's just the last thing I need in this town. They already shot my bucket. Shot my bucket. Well, I'm gonna need to buy a new tar bucket. He's just muttering to himself essentially. But they don't come in.
No, they're just keeping you in there.
Mr. Sarsaparilla, I'll call out. Mr. Sarsaparilla, we heard a gunshot. Everything copacetic out there?
Copacetic. Just
outside. So we need to add a mid boss for the end of this chapter to make it fun, right? It's a big Death Brother. He's kind of like the what's it called? The Hun boss from Mulan. That's what I imagine him looking like, but he's got a bandana and he's more Western, obviously, instead of
you couldn't have picked. You should watch more Westerns.
Yeah, no, he's just like a big guy and stuff like that. And you see him. They're all standing silently outside. He turns to his right and he nods to a guy. And you see a guy grab one of the lanterns, and he just throws it at the bar. Then all of them point their guns at the front door as the bar starts to slowly set on fire from the outside.
Ah, shit, I wish I didn't make this sarsaparilla 80% gasoline.
The sarsaparilla guy immediately blows up. The rest of the bar's fine. It explodes.
You see his entire skeleton as it.
we got problems, Arlo. The place on fire. We gotta grab.
Yes, we do.
We gotta grab the old man and get out.
I feel like part of me has died.
I don't think it set on fire that quickly.
It's not that bad.
I don't think the sarsaparilla guy lost all of his skin and turned to the Bones Phoenix.
I think he did because it's funny.
I mean, if we wanted to. But yeah, no, the bar is kind of on fire now. What do you do?
Let's get the old man. Let's maybe jump out the window, see if there's some safe place we can get to our horses and get out of town.
Well, lucky for me, I trained my horse well, unlike you ungrateful son of bitches. And I bust open the window and I do the or whatever. My horse maybe comes back around, but just one horse. No,
I like the idea of it not coming back, but I do like the idea of maybe.
I like it coming back on fire.
The drops dead. Man, what a well-trained horse that was.
What I do like the idea is, okay, so you said that I want to make the German sacrifice worth it. But I like the idea that you said that they traveled with a group, right? I want to say their group was supposed to pick them up around now, so we see a wagon coming into town from far, like in the distance, and it's almost like you see the fire of the saloon, and it starts to come faster, so it can like save its friends, not knowing the 3 dead Germans are already 3 dead Germans, but it's the rest of the Germans. They're the getaway vehicle. We just gotta get to them.
No, I'm thinking they're in like a town adjacent or something. Like they were gonna meet up with them, and we just gotta walk from here to there. So we gotta get out of this situation alive. Then we can talk to them. I think like if there's like a bunch of gunmen outside, I don't know if that'll work. Like
the current knot is getting out, and I think what Enoch wants to do is he wants to grab Mordecai and try to jump out the window, maybe to another building, or like probably to another building, not hit the ground.
Yeah, Enoch, why don't you try? This is gonna be hard for all of us to roll it. Maybe if we can tie some of the bed stuff together, we can climb down a little bit, so we're not jumping out a second floor window.
That's true.
Another alternative is we can get caught.
No,
I'm not saying that as Mordecai. I'm just saying as a storyteller, we could get caught. That is something that our invalid people could do.
That's not what we would want to do. But maybe some of us would go out blazing.
I don't trust myself.
Sarsaparilla fire.
I will quickly try to tie a bed sheet to one of the beds and then jump out with Mordecai. So a little bit more safety, but still not very safe.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking what we could do to keep Mordecai safer is one of us gets down first, and then the other one passes, like tries to lower Mordecai to us. Right? Like not jump out with them. We don't have a lot of time. Yeah, we don't have a lot of time. You're right.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be like, all right, I'm going to grab him, we're going to hold this thing, and we're going to try to, like, jump, maybe repel, but not much.
And it seems like the back end is open. Like, there's no gunmen out there, because they're thinking, I think their thinking was, there's only one way in, one way out, so we burn them out, and they come to us, and we just light them up. Because these guys are clearly coming from Robert Death, and they must be stopped.
All right.
Do we want to get Dorothy involved? I do not. But as an improv group,
I like to think the Germans were an improv group.
Not anymore. They're a bunch of corpses.
Now they're 3 dead Germans.
Hey, do we want to also have outside Willie the boy? It's like, they're in there!
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, he sold them out.
Yeah, I like that.
Like, there, come on out, you old Mr. Penis! Come on out! You shoot in there.
I mean, I'm going to try.
Yeah, is this Mr. Penis they want to see so bad? Oh, wait. I'm about Mr. Cox.
My bad.
I respect them just a little bit.
I'm going to try to take Lydia Pinkham's vegetable compound before I make this jump.
Good luck, Mr. Enoch.
That's a failure. That's not good. So it's an eclectic blend of herbs intended for a variety of complaints, including muscle spasm, inflammation, and dropsy. A dubious efficiency, but popular for its 20% alcohol wallet. Tails, which is what I got, means seizures, headaches, nausea, and lowered heart rate, dizziness, sweating, and chest pain. So I think I grab Mordecai over one shoulder and I get to the window and I'm just like dripping sweat and like everything starts swaying.
I want to say you dropped me.
Yeah,
I want to say you both fall out.
I like that.
Forward to go, and you just both go. And
I want to say,
oh my heavens!
Oh my heavens! I want to say as an addition to that failure, Mordecai breaks his arm. Like
I also want to say there's a cart full of hay, and you guys miss it.
Dink my head off.
Oh, you dink your arm off of it, and like we see it snap.
Yeah. No, I do think. The
important question is it his shooting arm?
Yeah, I want to say it is just to add more misery to it. Like he if he was I almost want to say that one shot of him going like that. You see a flashback of him, young, handsome, fully healthy, doing the exact same thing and like doing it correct. But then reality sets in. He shoots and like he falls down and everything like that. But yeah, now it's like he's not the gunman he used to be or anything. And now his arm's broken. It's like it's broken in such a way that it's not graphic or anything. Like it's just he knows it's broken, so that it's not like it's not horrifying. But he's like he kind of like sucks in the pain of it. He's like
Enoch just like is just laying and just vomits, and there's blood in the vomit, and like doesn't move and just dripping sweat on the ground.
Mr. Lee, I yell out the window. Can you drag Mr. Cox away from this situation?
I try to army crawl with one arm, like carrying Cox away from the.
I want to say actually vice versa. Mordecai would do it for Lee because Lee, you failed, so you're having like a drug thing.
Oh yeah, I can't walk. I'm trying to crawl away with
Yeah,
him.
so it's like Mordecai just broke his arm, but he's awake now. And it's like it's the same thing, but like we're both kind of trying to drag each other.
Yeah,
So
I like that.
We drag each other underneath the hay cart,
Yeah.
which is starting to get some sparks from the bar on it.
I was hoping you guys would leave.
Well, we need
Mr.
you,
Cox,
right?
Come on.
you better drag Mr. Lee away.
I'll do my best.
Not safe here.
And then that's when Mordecai looks up, and from the darkness, his sick old horse that doesn't seem to care about dying anymore comes up, and it leaves its head low, like I said earlier, in the rein it's holding. So he just reaches up with his good arm, grabs it, and he's got like you're holding on to him. I want to say, like almost like he's wearing you like a backpack, and my horse just kind of drags us slowly away from the scene.
Boys, when you meet Robert Death, tell him I'll see him later.
You don't need to die here.
Yeah, I wouldn't die here because it's not your scene.
Oh, okay. But I mean, dramatically, it is the best place.
Well, we're in Act 1. We still got a lot left, Tom. I wouldn't die in Act 1. Maybe
maybe I intend to die here, and then there's a sarsaparilla explosion that throws me.
Your body's thrown. Well, yeah.
Dramatically, I feel like this is a great place to die, though.
Dramatically, it is, but gameplay-wise, we still have a good chunk left. So maybe
yeah, but I could be like a whole bunch of NPCs. It'd be pretty funny.
He could be if you want, but yeah, you would waste it on nothing.
Yeah, because it's not even like
Not
you're
nothing.
supposed to.
I wouldn't say nothing.
Well,
like
mechanically nothing, because nothing is getting achieved here. You're supposed to use your death to get an auto success. We're not succeeding at anything.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize mechanically it was to get an auto success.
Yeah.
I figured it
He
was
just
like
wants to
you
die.
failed, so I have to compensate for the failure.
No, because it's you use your death to an auto for an auto success.
The hand in the bag was the hand in the bag of death.
Or I was thinking it was the hand in the bag of hay, as it got thrown.
There's no hay. Or how
I like
about
the
I grab a bag? On my way out.
We got one hand in the bag of death because we almost died
so
right
scratch
there.
my epic death away. I feel like it's not going to get better than that, though.
I do feel like Arlo would try to do that, see the situation, decide
but you're right.
that, and then
it's
jump
not
out
really
the window.
my scene, though. He is right about that.
Yeah.
I will. Okay, scratch what I said about seeing him later and all that. So I'll just come down after you guys, but I'll do it right. I'll use the bed sheet and everything that you had set up that you did not use.
That totally beefed, yeah.
Yeah, you beefed.
And I guess you're kind of guiding the horse, like you're almost using it like a shield to get out
I'm
of
gonna
town.
walk the horse. We're gonna like hustle the horse away.
Yeah. So we got one sick old horse with no name taking us out of town.
Flavor though, as we're running by, we don't even notice there's a suitcase full of a bunch of, I don't know, something valuable, a bunch of guns or something that would have come in handy for the rest of this. But we
No, actually, you know what? Because part of the idea is that we're walking to a different town to get a different form of thing. I want to say you see the suitcase because Willie found it, but we take it without them looking, and now we have something that the Germans know that we know the Germans for, and we can talk to them in the next town with it. That'd be funny. Also, Willie gets fucked over that way, and that's funny.
Yes, I like that. But how about when I flop down out of the window, I land on it.
Yeah.
Therefore, that I find it on accident, and I just take it with us.
Yeah.
not knowing like it has any importance whatsoever. I was like, my lord, who would leave such a fine bit of a
Yeah, because Harlow wouldn't know about it at all, actually. I think Mordecai's
Exactly,
the only
yeah,
one
he
that would know about it.
Okay.
Please hold this with your good arm.
That's the bag! Hand in the bag!
Hand in the bag. There
Hand
you
in
go.
the bag!
So
But
part
yeah,
two,
you go first, Ty, I think. Because
Yeah, you
yours
first,
was a little
Dave
short,
second,
but
me
also, yeah. Well, we don't have to do that. We can figure out who wants to go second next anyway.
So in part two, we're going to find the Death Brothers in some bad place surrounded by like-minded villains. It's possible one of them will die. Comes to a close when our task is incomplete and our surviving quarry will have tied-tailed some safer location. So we will find the Death Brothers somewhere in these scenes. At one point, we could kill one, maybe not, and then they will get away.
It sounds like the big
Also-
boy I invented needs to have some sort of comeuppance in this.
I
Well,
think
I
Gun-
also want
I
to
think-
say I've
Go
only
ahead.
named one of them. So
Yeah, there will be more.
Robert's one. The other one could be anything. if you guys
We'll figure it out. So I think maybe at some point someone should do gunfight at Black Gap because that sounds fucking cool.
Yeah, I felt
Yeah.
like that should end the chapter.
Yeah.
Because that's a great way to end the chapters with a gunfight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's start with Lost in the Desert. So yeah, I think it's us.
Yeah,
It's-
Lost in the Desert. So basically, it's up to Dave to pick whatever one he wants that he
Yeah.
thinks is appropriate.
So yeah, it goes to it's us. Yeah, it's just us in the desert. Like maybe 2 days later, like running low on supplies, kind of lost. Like
And I'm guiding this
on a
whole
horse.
dead
Yeah,
horse.
we're not as dead as we were leaving town. Like we're walking and stuff. I got my cane holding me up and stuff that I managed to somehow bring with me. Maybe it was, I don't know. We don't know how I got there. It's just there. Because otherwise, how am I going to get around without it? Yeah, I'm on the cane. We're all in the desert and stuff. Ty, how's Enoch looking?
Enoch is bad because it was only like when we get like the attacks and the disease, the medicine goes bad. He's not like a terror like a permanent thing. It's more of a temporary thing. So
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
mostly recovered. Like he definitely looks dehydrated though, because like
That's what
he
I'm
was
talking
vomiting-
about.
yeah,
We're in the
he was-
desert.
Yeah. Well, he was also vomiting a lot, and then we had to run to the desert. So that combination, and he had a sarsaparilla, which was not exactly like
We
water.
need more. We need more Adam's juice.
So we need something.
Adam's juice is water. It's an old Western thing.
You can see like his lips are very dry and cracked, and his eyes are a little bit sunken in. We need
We're
to
all
find-
kind of like that.
we need to find
Wait.
someplace soon, man. It's
We're
bad
gonna-
out here.
Mr. Arlo, what did you say again? It was your friend. Where are we? Where should we be headed?
We're heading southwest. I've been doing it for 2 fucking days, Mr. Cox. Don't you worry.
Southwest. That's right. You've answered this question multiple times by this point.
Yeah.
Southwest.
Yeah.
That's
Don't
right.
ask me again. I've been to Reacher's Gulch, right? That's what it was.
Reacher's
Or
Gulch.
Reacher's
Well,
Gulch.
if
But
I'm
the Black Gap is before us.
I was gonna say Black Gap is on the way down there, and hopefully
It's
we'll
close.
come across.
It's going to be the hardest part of the whole journey, honestly.
What's the- Do you see what I see out there on that horizon?
What do you see? Maybe I see the same.
You
thing.
can hear. You can. It looks like a mirage almost because we're in the desert. Then you see like what looks like a wagon with 2 bison are like kind of walking along, and then what is that? Is that? And it's what's really common German music? Like,
Roll out the barrel.
Yeah, no, the instrument. There's like an instrument they play.
Oh, accordion.
Yeah, there's like an accordion playing. And it's like, my word, what a peculiar sight. And there's it's the German improv group or whatever we decided they.
What's their
they
name?
were.
What's their name right now? What's the German improv group's name?
German improv group. They're called Three Detriment.
They
What?
knew.
No.
no,
They're called
not
the
helping.
Lederhosen.
The leader. No,
Yeah, why not?
it's
That's fine,
lazy.
Lederhosen. No, it's not
They could be-
lazy.
They could
It's a
be.
German thing.
It's a German. It's pants.
How are we gonna tie improv into this?
They're just a traveling group, pretty much, and they put on shows.
How
and
on
stuff.
earth will we tie improv into this improv?
There's no way we can do it. I
Oh,
don't
wait.
know.
Oh, we say
You're
yeah
right.
And we like start to wave to them, and they start to pull
I
up to us.
flap on my face though.
they
I'm
kind of
just
stop
spaced out.
near us. Oh yeah. Auf Wiedersehen.
We're not
It's
doing
like
too-
it's a big guy that's sitting on the front of the wagon that's like, controlling it, but there's like a party of Germans. Like they're all having a great time in the back. They have kegs of ale and everything like that. And there's like 2 of them are playing accordion and they're all just having a good time. It's a big wagon. They got like 2 giant bison controlling it.
They're heading the same direction we are, by the way.
Yes.
We can.
No, they aren't. We've been going the wrong direction for a day. But they will get us there.
I'm okay with that. I like
Yeah,
that.
we accidentally found the trail that leads to another city, and we're heading to Black Gap. If you're interested, you may join us.
We do not have petrol! We got petrol in mustard! Yeah! Yeah!
Oh, you're German. I thought you were Arlo, just throwing a stick down.
Arlo's face down in the desert. This is Enoch's chapter, so we're gonna make it.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, we're in a mighty need,
Sure.
me and my compatriots. Black Gap, that's on the way. Mordecai, you said? I'm not too familiar on these parts.
Yeah, it's on the way down to Reacher's Gulch. Yeah.
We don't...
Oh, yeah! We headed.
Swedish guy.
There's one Scottish. I was gonna say Scottish.
One Scottish. Oh yeah, we said it down to Black Gap.
Black Gap.
Join
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, that's
Join-
very friendly. Yeah,
join
much
us.
obliged. Yeah, all right.
Join
Let's.
Join us.
Oh,
What is your sick horse's name?
it's unnamed horse project. You don't got now, Mordecai.
Oh, das ist toll.
Mordecai.
Well, meet our bison, yachts, and frats.
I'm sure they'll get on
Is this
famous.
offensive? Like, I can't remember.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Mordecai, you don't think they got the whispers, do you? I can't have an eye for those things like you do.
The only whispers we got are pretzels and mustard.
Something's weird for sure, Mordecai. I just need to know if is it like different culture weird I don't understand or like.
No, I think they're just a culture that's much more entertaining than ours currently. They're just having a good time. I don't know anybody who knows the Whispers is having such a good time with it.
All right, yeah.
We're an improv group called the Lederhosen.
That seems lazy.
It's still pending.
Well, if you think that's lazy, let us give you one of our famous improv things.
Yeah.
Knock knock,
A knock knock!
knock knock.
A knock knock! A knock knock!
Knock.
Am I involved? Are you doing with each other?
Knocking!
knock.
Answer the door!
Me?
No, no.
Don't answer. He's scary. He's very scary. Don't answer the door. What are the
So
other ones?
aggressive. My addiction. Knock, and then we see Esther traveling down.
No, we're seeing this through. Fucking knock, knock.
I like it better that they're so bad that they just keep yelling knock knock at each other.
They don't get farther than that.
They never get farther than that because every one of them wants to start to choke.
Knock, knock. Knock it.
Knock knock. Yeah, knock knock is told.
No, please just
Knock
answer.
knock.
Knock, knock. You say and you say who would be there?
Go ahead, Enoch. You can answer the question. You can make this
it's
joke.
you. Yeah, we're talking to you.
Who's there?
We're all I want to say we all loaded into the. What?
Stopwatch.
Stopwatch who?
Stop what you're doing and let me in.
No, see, that sounds whispery, Mordecai. That sounds weird.
All the Germans are like, yeah!
You see Mordecai start to take his gun out of his No. I want to say the horse, my sick horse is like kind of tagged onto the side, but they've given it water and stuff, and now it's like able to keep up with the bison because the bison aren't like killing it or anything. They're just going down the street.
Knock, Mr. Lee.
I'm not gonna let you in though.
They're doing this.
I'll wait till the right.
You're not letting me in. Oh, what is that you got there? That looks familiar. Is that a suitcase?
Who's there? Who there?
Shush. Is that a suitcase? That looks familiar. It looks like Chekhov's suitcase.
Oh yeah, my friend Arlo. My friend Arlo gestures to Arlo's like unconscious body. He was he fell on it.
He's just passed out. They put him in the thing.
Yeah, he's weekend at Bernie's.
Babbling about his previous conquests with women.
That. Wait a minute, Arlo. Where did you find this suitcase?
Right outside the bar, the Sarsaparilla bar.
If I didn't know it, but I would say that suitcase belonged to our German friends.
Don't you just call them friends?
Yeah, you just call
no,
them.
I'm Mordecai.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, they're just friends where we come from.
It was just sitting against the building. Which is even better because maybe that's why Billy the Kid was so pissed just because it was right there.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess they kept it on their horses or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he was nearby.
Why not?
They
They just took it. Yeah, like, oh, that's one of our suitcases, and he points. There's like a couple hanging on the like side of the canvas.
Do we ever? I don't think we ever looked inside. What's you mind if we take a gander?
Well, by all means, you open it. It's just like a bunch of gags, like a snake in a can, and like a hunk of corn and stuff like that. But they know it's you. Like they know that you knew their friends now. Well, it's from them and pokers. I was very bad at it. I'm French now.
Yeah, they weren't having a string of good luck that night. Do you want it back? I mean, we could sell it to you for a very reasonable price. I mean, we're a little show. I mean, or you taking us? We wouldn't mind.
We'll take that as your payment. Right. See if we could find our friends when we get to Black Gold.
Yep.
Is there one of those German like lederhosen women tending to Arlo, and he's like, yes, I must have died already. I see the pearly gates, and they are before me. What's Heidi? What? You must be an angel. Like he's like sweating like crazy. He's like really pale. He's like, oh yeah, heaven could be not better. And then there's the other guy. Please answer. Just please answer.
I won't let you in, but I'll answer the door. Who's there?
Canoe.
Canoe who?
Can you help me inside?
No!
What's the knot in
so
this
good.
chapter?
Well, we're not lost in the desert anymore.
I didn't have to do anything for it, but we are not lost in the desert.
Yeah, I guess we've structurally we've continued the story.
Yeah.
That's
Did
okay.
Did we want to continue? So wait, is it my turn then?
Well, we have to come up with some. We have to come up with some knot. Whether
it's nighttime. We cut the nighttime.
Okay.
Something as that. What's
we've set up camp, and it's maybe like a half day's ride now to Black Gap, whatever. What the fuck is it called?
Okay,
yeah.
How about this? How about this? It's nighttime. All the Germans are partying, and they keep insistently asking you knock questions.
No, they're doing that to Mordecai and Arlo in the background, so that Enoch can actually have a story.
I think what
I was gonna say they drive us so insane we have to leave.
I think what it's gonna be is while they're telling jokes and stuff. Once again, my character, Mr. Lee, is not a very nice person. He's not generous, and his spirit's dead as a peach pit. What it says, as they're like telling jokes, he's going to try to steal a little bit of money from them.
Oh.
Because we are low on funds. We only have one horse. Like, he thinks we're going to need some sort of funds in order to be able to get the rest of the way to Mexico if we need to. So he's going to try to, like...
We're going to Mexico?
Camp.
Is that
Well,
where Reacher's Gulch is?
No. We know that was in the intro. The depots are heading to Mexico, so that's why we're going south.
Ah,
so we do know
we're hoping to hit them in
before. Yes.
So I right in front of Mount Lemon.
Mexico, famously right in front of Mount Lemon.
So I'm gonna take one of my drugs and try to calm myself, make sure I don't cough, and try to sneak around. Here we go.
I'll be the big guy who's been asking you jokes all day.
I succeeded that time though.
Good.
So what I took is Freeman's Chloridine, a wonderful switch brew of alcohol, morphine, cannabis, and chloroform, with oil of peppermint to take away the sting. Chloridine is an extremely potent tonic and very addictive. Kietz means a balm for internal disorder, angelic respite, a delicious feeling of leisure and ease. So I just kind of take it and calm down. I stop sweating. I just
You do. It's funny. You hear like a crescendo of knock, 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 and then you take it knock. Calm. Peace.
And I make my way into some of the bags, try to find some extra, some spare coin. If I see maybe a valuable gun, I'll take it. Just kind of round it up. I won't take everything, but I'm gonna try to take enough out of different people's bags to not make it noticeable.
A small German child looks up to you as you're doing it. Ernie, what are you doing?
Well, I'm playing a little improv game. I'm trying to this is a yes and game. So
improv game. Improv. Gunther is the best in Germany. I don't know what they call Deutschland.
Deutschland.
Get this. I hit him on the side very hard. He doesn't know. He's like a huge German guy. Knock.
Is that can't be all improv? There's no you have a pre-established joke.
You'd be so surprised.
It's the Old West. We haven't invented comedy beyond this.
Yeah.
I will do one knock joke with you, and then I gotta be going to bed, man.
You tell him that.
Yes.
Knocking.
Yeah. Who is? I'll look at the peephole. Who's there? Kerchu.
God bless you.
That's very kind of you.
He spins the kid around and takes him.
The kid made you feel guilty for a moment, but that's it. The kid moved on. The kid moved on, but now you have the lingering guilt.
Yeah, I'll go into my sleeping bag and I'll let the other boys know later when we get to Blood Gap, Black Gap. No, you fucked me up.
Yeah.
That's it. I go to bed under the stars with my new findings.
There you go.
Very nice.
I guess it's me now, isn't it?
What
Let's
happened?
see.
You gotta
I gotta pick a chapter name.
Yeah, you do.
I kind of like the double laps.
I'll go with the double laps. I'll go with the double laps. That's a good one.
You wake up and the improv group has ripped apart a human being in sacrifice to a German improv god.
The German improv. Knock, let me in. I am Satan.
It's the boy that Enoch saw the night before.
I want to say, okay, so for not just to kind of guide us somewhere.
Well,
so
you
that we're not...
actually don't have much control over this.
Yeah, you don't get to come up with knots, Dave.
Oh, yeah, true.
You don't get to come up with knots.
Yeah.
Knots kind of
This
just
is
happen.
more of a me and Ty thing.
Knots are happening.
Yeah.
Mordecai, after a night of
I'm thinking they
You can do a
wake
setup.
up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you want.
You can do like a setup
Yeah.
if you want, Dave.
I want to say Mordecai the night before was sitting around the campfire. He's a very jovial man who really appreciates being around other people and hearing stories and learning cultures and stuff like that because he's old and he just wants to know as much as he can before he goes and stuff like that. So Mordecai had a fun time around the campfire and everything like that. So I guess it's just the next day, whatever time. It doesn't have to be morning. It's the next day. So put us somewhere doing something.
Gotcha. I'm thinking something.
I want to say
bad
we're
has
waving to the improv group that they're leaving. They're moving somewhere else. That's
I don't
not
know about
on-
that. Dave.
Yeah, I have,
Oh, okay.
I have something, Tom.
The
Do you have
devil
something?
laughs.
I have something. What do you have, Tom? Do you have something?
Well, go ahead. I'll work
Okay.
with what you got.
I think so. We are maybe we wake up the next morning. We start, back in the caravan. We are maybe like a half day now ride from Black Gap, and we begin to hear the sound of hoof prints behind us, and we see 4 horses and in the Death Brothers garb, slowly surrounding our caravan.
Are any of them the big guy from the other night?
Yes, but he's all the way in the back. So there's 3 moving in, and there's 1 riding a little bit away.
Yeah, we got to come up with a name for that guy.
The closest one is Willie the Boy.
Ooh, he's joined them.
Is
Is his outfit different now? Like he's wearing the colors?
Yeah. It's the same, but just darker.
Yeah, maybe he's got like bags under his eyes now, and like his cheeks are sunken a little. Not that there's anything actually supernatural going on. It just looks cooler.
We don't know.
We don't know
that. We don't know. You gotta keep a little bit of mystery involved, And so
I don't mean to alarm. I don't mean to alarm you, my German friends, but we are being surrounded by those of the Death Boys.
Anybody can become a fan of our improv.
Yeah, we're finally gaining traction. We're going to be the hit of the West.
Is there any sort of defenses that aren't comedic aboard this vessel?
Yes. Yeah.
Pulls up
Knock,
the
knock.
No, wait. Knock. He says knock, knock, but then there's like a hatch in the bottom of the wagon that he like stomps on it, and an actual honest-to-goodness pirate cannon is in it. I think that would be awesome. And it's like, you can only really aim it out the back window of the wagon, but like it's still really kick-ass. Can we do that? That'd be awesome.
Yeah. I think it's a cannon, but they use it for like tricks, like the circus tricks where you put a guy in a cannon and shoot out of it. Like
so they just gotta put shit in it to shoot it out. Yeah, they don't. Yeah.
We don't have
They
balls.
put the boy in it. They put the little boy in it sometimes.
Put the boy inside.
Oh my goodness. That is quite something.
Yes, we're perfecting one of the acts. We're going to shoot the boy in the head. He'll do somersaults.
He do a 5 somersaults. And then he dies.
This
is not six
boy. You must sacrifice for the improv god.
The devil laughs whenever we do it.
Would you like to see the devil laugh? And we put the boy inside.
No. How about let's put all the pre-mentioned suitcases full of gooks and gags. I suppose. I think, personally, Gunter thinks that the boy in the cannon is a much funnier act, but in America, maybe the gooks and gags. I feel like a gunshot would go off and just rip through the wagon, not hit anybody, but it would just be like, let's escalate the situation.
It's like, yeah, I suppose.
Yes, and yes.
All right, they put a thing of things in there. Do you think they'll see this? Do you think they'll laugh?
They are shooting at us, sir. Then we need to destroy them.
Therefore, let's shoot it back.
Yeah, we don't use it for evil. Perhaps you could take aim.
I'm worried that it might break my fragile body, but how about this? I unsheathed my gun from my cane, and it's my arm is in bandages and stuff, so I'm like, okay, time to try this one. And I want to like lift up one of the wagon, like the canvas windows, and I'm gonna try and help by shooting. Even if I don't hit, I might scare them off by just shooting around and stuff like that.
You're gonna try and shoot the guys choosing?
The guy, what's it?
You're not gonna light the cannon?
I feel like an old, the 75-year-old man shooting a cannon, the recoil on it would shatter every bone in my body.
It's a wick. No, it's a wick. You don't hold it.
I guess I can walk away from it. If
Yeah,
it's,
that's what
if
I
it's
thought
like
you
that.
were gonna do.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna shoot the wick or something. I'm like,
okay, here we go. I'm gonna like try and aim it up, and then I'll like.
Well, let's wait. Oh, we can use what you had. We can have it like a scene
we
where
can still do what you're doing.
I want
So,
it
like,
to be a whole caravan thing of everybody shooting at these guys.
So we see
I don't want
like
it to just
Enoch,
be
Arlo,
me
and Mordecai like all like trying to take aim and shoot
leaning
outside.
out the windows.
Yeah.
Arlo's still hitting on Heidi.
We got enough ballistics for him.
And I think so there's a scene of us like shooting out, trying to defend it as the bandits or the Death Brothers get closer. And I think like as someone like one of the Germans is about to fire the cannon, he gets shot and falls down dead. And you see it, Mordecai.
My friend.
He's knocking on death's door now.
I see. I have to make a little bit of a sacrifice because the wick is already lit. So now I have to make sure it aims, and I have to because it's like kind of going all over the place because nobody's really directing it. So I'm like holding it, hoping for the best, but I'm like trying to aim it, and I'm actually aiming it at the big one in the back to see if I can. Because Mordecai feels like if he stops him, the rest will like retreat and stuff like that. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna do that. And then I guess would I then flip my coin? I gotta flip my coin to see if it happens, and then I guess in theory the how the events would go down would be I would shoot the cannon and then use the medicine afterwards to fix any recoil. But we can see based on my roll if it hit or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then also just how bad it is because it's double bad then. Okay, that's a 1, which is an odd, which is a head. So I did do it. It's Freeman's Chlorodyne, by the way, because I'm assuming you can't use the same thing twice, right?
Correct. It's one
Freeman's Chlorodyne also works for consumptives and rheumatics, and I have it as well. So we already know what it is, and it makes me, I shoot it, and like I don't even get to see where the cannon goes because it's just rattled me so hard. It luckily didn't break anything, and like everything hurts. Like my chest is completely bruised. And I like fall backwards onto the wagon, and like before I can pass out, I like take the bottle and I just like chug it, which has been pre-dosed to be a single dose, so it's not like overdosing or anything like that. And I'm like, I like close my eyes, and you can see like the world kind of come into focus a little bit. And I want to say, like maybe enough time passed during that I like get up and the outcome has happened. Like,
I think okay. What do you got? Yeah.
But that's what Mordecai's doing during the rest of the fight.
So you shot a bunch of like improv weird shit at them as a ball or whatever. I definitely want to say that you were successful because you used your thing and it was a success. But I do want to say that it scattered and hit pretty much all of them. And Willie the boy got hit with like a mustache exactly like a clown wig or something and a clown nose. Like just hit him, and it's perfectly like fit to his face. I have to do the DreamWorks thing, sorry. And then the guy who you wanted to hit got hit so hard in the face with a whoopee cushion that it broke his nose, but it made like fart with reverb noise, and he fell off his horse.
He fell off, but the other ones, the way the other ones get knocked out is that one of those goops and gags was a magic wand that extends when you like hit it a certain way. So it shoots out and it like extends and it knocks 2 of the horse's legs. Like it just, and then they just like the horse is like.
I'm gonna
the guys go flying in the air.
I'm gonna be busy. Well, that's fine. We can still hear something. I think you. Oh, he said 1 minute. So hold on. No,
you can keep going.
Okay. Yeah. I think the one of like the horn, because those are made out of like metal back in the day. I think that does hit the big guy. Like it's stuck in his arm.
Oh man. Yeah, it's like he's got like a metal shard sticking out of his arm now, so he looks cooler.
Yeah. And like as he gets knocked off his horse, the other riders kind of like curve back to him, and we manage to get away with the troop.
Yeah.
That's that scene.
Oh, were we successful, friends?
For now.
Yeah, well, we're out of there, man.
Oh, thank the Lord.
Let's have a really dramatic scene around Gunter, the guy who's telling knock knock jokes all the time. He's holding his heart was shot. He was shot in the heart. and he was holding the thing, and he looks over at Mordecai and he grabs his hand. Knock, knock, knock.
Who's there? Who's there, Gunter?
Armageddon.
Armageddon who?
Armageddon a little bored. Let's...
Gunter, our good friend, wrote his last improv. May he make the devil laugh in hell. He was a wild one, I know, and I'm sure he's in hell making the devil laugh.
Like he always wants. Just like he always wants.
As the caravan pulls away from camera, but the death boys are still on our tail. They're just momentarily taking.
Yeah, it's almost like they've stopped, but they definitely know where we're going. So we have essentially a Seven Samurai moment where we set up Black Gulp or whatever, Black Gap.
Yeah, Willie the boys like they're heading toward Black Gulp.
The big Black Gulp.
Black Gap.
Toward the Black Gap. They must know about Reacher's Gulch.
Well, of course they do. That's where they're going.
Oh no, they don't. But the Death Boys don't realize that they know where they're going. Like they're going in the right direction is the thing. It's not just that they're chasing them. They're heading in toward Robert and his brother.
Yeah, I assume that they sent Robert and his brother sent the goons after us because they know we're chasing them.
Oh yeah, but they didn't know that Arlo figured it out.
We don't know how much of a lead we have now.
They don't know how aware we are of their situation.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Anyway, so I guess it's Arlo's turn, and it's gunfight at Black Gap.
Gunfight at Black Gap.
How far along do you want it to start?
I think we're at the Black Gap, and it's a challenge to get across it.
Oh, it's not a town.
I thought it was a town.
I thought it was a town.
Nope. It's a gap. It's a canyon.
This is way more fun. We've already kind of had a shootout in a town.
Yeah, with a rickety bridge.
Oh.
Well,
Arlo's better now. But Heidi might have syphilis.
Oh no. Mordecai still has a giant bruise and he's barely he's kind of raspy at breath, but he'll live for now.
It appears, gentlemen, that we've come to an impasse.
Unfortunately, I don't think we'll be able to take you across this gap with our caravan.
No, I think this one, from here, we take it on foot. Reacher's Gulch is just a half-day walk from here.
Well, we've enjoyed your company. Please take an accordion on us and think of us fondly.
Heidi, I will be apologizing to you in 5 to 10 years. I apologize for our 3 minutes of bliss. It should have been much longer. They call me the quickest shot in the West.
For reasons unbeknownst to myself.
For reasons I cannot fathom.
And the caravan pulls away, and the Germans are gone.
Yeah, they continue where they were going.
Friends.
Yeah.
They were heading to...
And you were left with an accordion.
Albuquerque
for the balloon festival.
Where they're gonna start the balloon festival that we don't witness in 150 years.
All right, so I guess we could just talk about a plan that.
Yeah,
I think we start crossing the rickety bridge.
Oh yeah, we just gotta get across. That's all we gotta do, because then we just cut on the other side.
Well, we gotta hurry. I mean, the issue is they're behind us, and they got horses. We ain't got horses, so we gotta hurry this thing along. Well, no, wait.
Well,
no,
how about
here's
we
the
use
problem.
the bridge?
Well, here's
as
yeah,
a
here's
trap.
Yeah.
We stand at the other end of the gap, and we wait for them to try and cross, and then we cut the bridge.
Oh yeah, here's the issue. This is a time constraint. They're coming fast, That's a rickety bridge. We can't get across fast, and we got a slow-ass horse with us. We can't. We're gonna have to.
I'm sorry, but the Untitled Horse Project, I think this is the end of your journey.
You don't get to say that to my horse.
You get to, though, Mordecai, Mr. Cox.
Do.
Tell your horse goodbye.
Mr. Wind, if that's what you like to be called, I think we've had quite the adventures.
Time is of the essence, Mr.
I need you to
I start crossing the bridge. Yes.
Yeah, you all go on without me. I will catch up in due time. I must say goodbye to my dear friend.
All right, you hurry though, man.
I know. Mr. Wind, please ride into the sunset, and I hope one day we get to see each other again. Goodbye, friend. And
I'm already across, Mr. Cox.
Well, I think this is probably the challenge. I think that we are halfway across when Arlo, and we hear the hoof prints, and they're like, Mordecai, you see the dust getting kicked up, and the bandits are going to be on us in moments. So we have to try to get across.
Mr. Cox, I do believe you should cross the gap as soon as
you see Wind. He has a name now. You see Wind just start to he actually starts to gallop now that he's got a name. But he just gallops away to maybe be a MacGuffin later.
Oh, I'm thinking he drops dead.
No. He gallops away into the ghost.
Like us, he cannot take much.
No, but he rides away to hopefully be seen again as maybe some sort of MacGuffin or something. And then Mordecai starts to cross, but it's hard with his cane and his broken arm. And his chest is all bruised and stuff. But
Mr. Cox, you do not need a cane if you use the ropes of the bridge.
I know. I'm trying.
I'm old-fashioned.
But yeah,
how about boys? Why don't you get behind me on the other side?
I will say they probably show up while I'm at 75% of the bridge across. Yeah. So they see us, but they're now there, and they start to shoot.
I think as you get not even 75, because we don't want us to be done with the bridge yet. We got to have the fight.
Right. I'm not done. Yeah. I'm on the bridge.
Yeah.
I'm trying to lure them onto the bridge.
Oh.
Me too. I think the bullets hits right by your foot, the plank of the bridge, a bullet hole goes right through it.
Boys, if you want to scare me, you'll have to get much closer than that.
the big guy gets off of his horse and starts walking first across the bridge, and he's got his gun, and he's trying to get a good shot, but it's
we have them in our holsters. This is gonna be a western.
Oh, you got
on a rickety bridge, which is pretty cool. I have never seen it on that.
I think as you guys both stand, guns holstered, the wind blows, and we can see underneath his hood and bandit, we see that he is Rigby Death.
Rigby Death, in the flesh. Never thought I'd meet such as you.
Mr. Arlo Winthrop, I presume.
Presumed correct?
Mr. Arlo Winthrop, deceased soon.
Presumed incorrect.
Shall we draw?
If only time willing.
I don't know what to do.
No, okay. There's nothing that signifies when to draw, by the way.
Yeah, it's just a tense.
We'll do it when one does it. Yeah. It's basically a reaction thing. Right?
Close-ups on eyeballs, far away shots on the bridge. And then you also see from over the shoulder shots.
Just want to throw my career in here for a minute. There is something called the cowboy shot, which is from the waist down on a cowboy, where his holster is and his gun. 2 of those. For both angles.
Yeah, we're on this rickety bridge. There's no clear line. The wind is it's long enough that it's kind of going like this, so it's very dramatic and hard. It's kind of that scene in Kung Fu Panda. Where's the Dragon Warrior?
Where's the Dragon Warrior? That guy's 83 years old. Mr. Winthrop doesn't look like he's focusing on much, but what he does do is grab the rope to his left and then shoot the rope to his right.
Yeah, and you see Rigby try to shoot you, but you do that first, and he just ends up shooting wide.
Yeah. Instead of me focusing on him, it's much faster to do this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then it would topple him sideways, but I'm grabbing on.
And
but
he's a big guy and wasn't expecting. Yeah.
I definitely have to take medicine.
Yeah. Do you see what happens?
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was afterward.
No, it's kind of before to see how
so
well.
is the first one like the one that's unique to us?
Yeah, so you want to use that one
Okay.
first.
Here we go. Each tablespoon. So I'll describe what it is before I flip. Kickapoo Blood Renovator. Each tablespoon contains 1 gram of the best Peruvian cocoa leaves along with mineral oil, turpentine, and grain alcohol. Wonderful pick-me-up to which I am addicted. And I got a heads.
That's good.
Yeah.
Heads is always good.
Heads
Yeah.
means a palliative delight as a God-given vim is restored. A burst of invigorating energy flows with me in purpose. Well, so I'll do it, and I'll shoot the rope or whatever, and topple the bridge, but I'm holding on to it, and then I'll just kind of crawl back a little bit, and as I'm like vomiting blood or whatever, I'll inject, or I don't know how this is.
It's probably a tincture, like just drink it.
Just like, and I'm sweating and everything. But the rest, you guys got it covered because I'm like out of it for now, right?
Yeah,
Actually,
no,
not
No,
so
because
much.
you rolled good, so nothing bad happens to you. You don't.
Yeah,
You have
I'm
positive
like
effects. You feel
bleeding
great.
from the nose and mouth, but like I'm not dead or out of it and everything, and I can shoot at the rest.
Yeah, I want to say Rigby definitely falls into the ravine, but dies ambiguously as like smoke or what's it called, clouds cover at the bottom.
I think one's allowed to die, right?
Yeah, one can die right now.
Yeah, I think Dave,
What is it,
exactly
Jim?
what you're saying, but alligators are at the bottom of the
No, he falls. You think he's gonna die ambiguously. The cloud cover covers him, and then like when he hits the bottom, the cloud
cover dissipates.
the cloud cover goes away, and he's got like a giant like stone pillar through his chest. But then the other one starts shooting from the other side of the bridge. One even gets cocky enough to try and like grab the side that's like still
That would be
on.
Willie the boy. Willie the boy coming at it. Or no, I want him to still be a boss. So
Yeah, I want him to
we're
be a
gonna
boss
kill him.
towards the end. But yeah, it's just one of the nameless ones tries to like get on the bridge and he's like trying to shoot and crawl, but then like he just ends up falling as well. And the Wilhelm
And
scream.
it's literally exactly, Wilhelm scream. I do believe we should get going, Mr. Lee and Mr. Cox.
Yeah, I think
bullets
we're
are
like
flying.
shooting. Yeah, we're shooting as we like try to back up.
I agree, Mr. Enoch and Mr. Arlo.
Let's get a move on. Time's about now.
I want to say, Enoch, you like kind of help me.
Yeah, with
To-
one
to
hand
move
on you, one
faster.
hand shooting. Yeah.
Yeah.
we
And
do
I'm feeling great because I just
Yeah.
took my meds, so I'm like.
It was fun shooting, Arlo. It was damn good stuff.
takes a
You're
lot. It
almost,
takes a good aim to kill death itself.
you're almost as good as I used to be.
Better.
Almost.
some say.
Nope. Nobody says that. Nobody alive who knows.
Nobody alive cares.
Sad. That's a good way to end it.
Sad, but also a badass line. 'Cause
Sad, but
everybody who
poignant.
Figured it out is dead.
That's
Alrighty.
it. Yeah, that works. That's that scene. That's Act 2.
That's Act 2.
Act 3, all bets are off.
All bets are off. Well, I kind of want the first one to be when the dogs bark.
Do you want to do it? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll be.
Yeah,
it'll be
We
me.
don't have an order. I just
Yeah.
feel
Yeah.
like the last one should be Showdown at Mount Lemon. So we end
Yeah.
up
Yeah, for sure.
past Reacher's Gulch and at Mount Lemon, which is nearby. I feel like we'll just.
Yeah,
When
we're
the
close.
dogs bark. So we're at Reacher's Gulch, which is at the base of Mount Lemon, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like a
Okay.
town. It's like a
Yeah, there you
frontier
go.
town.
It's the mining town right at the base of the mountain of Mount
Yeah. Frontier mountain mining town at the base of the mountain. We arrive. I'm coughing up a fit. I'm having one of my fits, my famous fits. But yeah, we arrive in town. I have no more bullets in my gun.
I don't think it's a town. I think it's like an old mining town that the death crew has taken over. So we wouldn't enter it. We would be outside of it, right?
Well, I think I don't think they've taken over the entire town because that would be hard to do 3 scenes where we're just invading. I think maybe it's like it is a town, but like they have maybe like the mines is their base. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's pretty much root. Oh.
Sort of. We need to rest or something, man. I need to take a nap and get a.
I'm not feeling well. I think the dogs are barking.
Me, I'm in my prime.
Any boys been around these parts recently?
I remember when the mines used to be full of 49ers.
And I remember when the brothels used to be full of
69ers.
69ers.
That's very good. Very good.
Neither is 10s, but we're going to do it.
Very good, Mr. Arlo.
Well, all right, either you got a place we can hang our hats for the night?
I think I might know.
The brothel.
I think I might know a gentleman. Yes.
All right,
He's an old friend.
Where's he at? What's
It's your chapter, right, Dave?
Yeah, it's my chapter.
Okay.
So I get. I don't know. What do you guys want him to be?
No. It should be. Yeah.
Yeah.
You pick
Let's say.
No. It's my chapter, but I don't. I said I know a guy, but you guys can make him up. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got him. Okay.
I don't want him to be a bartender or an innkeeper because we already kind of know.
No, I got it.
He's a blacksmith.
I was gonna say he's a prospector.
There you go. That makes sense.
I can make that work.
Oh, yes, old Peaches.
No, he cannot be Peaches.
Yes, Peaches.
I think maybe that's his nickname was Peaches.
Yeah.
But his name is Henry Jenkins, prospector.
Henry Jenkins, old friend. Known him since the beginning of time.
All right.
Are you Henry Jenkins, or am I?
You go to like this like somewhat like a hut, a step above a hut, a step lower than a home. And
it's like a mining rig, right? Like
yeah.
It's like a mining hut thing.
Yeah, mining hut is a good describe.
You used to have a bigger house.
Near a cave. Not a mine, right?
Yes,
yeah.
Yes.
I want to say he's also fallen on hard times. Mordecai remembers him having like a mansion because he was doing really well out here, but now he lives in a shack because the Death Brothers have taken over like his house and stuff like that.
As soon as you like knock on the door, you see a man slightly younger than you, but with a much longer like white beard, like out of control white eyebrows. And very like wiry. All right, man, Mordecai Cox, if it is as I live and breathe.
As I live and breathe for now.
You card playing son of a bitch, how you been? What are you doing in these parts?
I've been doing so much better, as you can see. I have had quite the adventure. If you wouldn't mind, I'd love a place to stay, if that's per your purview. And I have brought with me my 2 compatriots, Mr. Enoch Lee and Mr. Arlo Winthrop.
Well, yeah. I mean, I ain't got much to offer, but what I got's yours. I got a nice cup of beans on the fire. I can add a couple more beans to it, and I got two blankets you can lay on. Yeah. Come on in.
I've slept on worse. Slept on
roof is
Mr. Arlo Winthrop's mother.
Grandmother.
Hey. No, I accept the invitation. I want to say it's kind of later in the night or something like that. We're having beans by the fireplace because it's still the old. Or it's like one of those little iron fireplaces that you just throw little wood logs in, but you can also cook on it. We're all farting.
It's not weird back then.
Jenkins, what happened to your town?
Well, them Death Brothers moved on in, and I don't know. A bunch of strange people have been following them. A bunch of the town folk been acting odd. They've been taking over more and more of the town each passing week. And
you haven't heard anything about some rumors or whispers, have you?
Oh no, I haven't. Not myself. I mean, they're all
shady fellas, it seems like, but yeah, I haven't heard much in the way of specifics.
That's very good. You're very fortunate. It's best not to hear it.
Well, I mean, something that seems odd though is that these mines been dried up for years. I don't know why they'd want to make this their base of operations. They ain't gold in these hills anymore.
Jenkins, it isn't the mines, it's the thing at the top of the mountain. It relates to their whispers. It's what everybody wants. It's what everybody gets when they hear it.
Sounds mighty peculiar to me.
Yeah, I wish I knew what it was. But
I know what it is.
no, I do. But as a player, I don't. As Mordecai, yeah, technically, but I haven't made up what it is yet. That's improv, baby. Knock and knock. Who is it? It's the whispers.
It's improv.
That's improv. So, do you think this place is safe from the Death Brothers?
Well, I reckon the whole town ain't too safe anymore, but I don't see why they'd start poking the nose around my shack here. I ain't got much to give, and I ain't ruffled any feathers, so I think you'll be safe for the night.
Jenkins, I will have you know that there's hope on the horizon. Me and my compatriots are going to deal with Robert Death himself.
Oh, it sounds mighty impressive. What about his brothers?
Oh, we already dealt with Rigby.
What about Roger?
We is a fine word.
There's brother Roger. I'm sure we'll meet along the way and deal with...
Wait, how many kids?
I think it's 3.
Make up another one?
Yeah, no, he said Roger. Yeah, he said Roger. So it's
and Rigby.
Yeah.
Roger, Robert. So you made up a third one. No,
Yep.
I was right. You made up a third.
I sure did. Yeah, 3. I want more than 2.
As we all remember, there are 3, maybe 5.
There's anywhere from 3 to 5 Death Brothers, the way I recall.
It feels like there are more almost every day.
Almost ever seen.
Now, you know these mountains like the back of your hand, and your hand is very old now. Do you know any way that we can get to Mount Lemon with the least amount of danger?
Yeah. I mean, you can, well, let me look at my hand here, and he kind of, like, looks at it, points to a particularly craggly vein that sticks out. There's if this is the mountain here, and this is, kind of the border, there's a small outpost on the east side of the mountain. I know they have maybe, like, 2 of their boys there, and, maybe a handful of guard dogs.
Maybe I slam my hand on the brake on the map
brake.
he just put down, and I look at Mr. Cox. Mr. Cox, we're heading to Reacher's Gulch. What interest do you have in Mount Lemon right now?
Mount Lemon is our ultimate goal. We're in Reacher's Gulch, aren't we?
No, I'm implying that the whisper may have infected you a little bit. Because we are heading to, as far as we're heading to, is we're heading to Reacher's Gulch, which is where. Wait, what?
Well, we're in Reacher's Gulch, I think. Didn't we start the scene?
Right, but I think they're in the mine of Reacher's Gulch. Mount Lemon
not the mountain.
Is a different landmark nearby.
I think it's the mountain.
Yeah.
I think what we described is it's the mountain, but it's like the top of it. Where
it's to the top of the mountain.
You're concerned about
right, but I'm kind of implying a secondary plot twist where he has heard the whisper. So in theory, he should be a little bit of a threat.
Yeah,
but we're heading, as far as we're aware, we're heading into the mine of Reacher's Gulch.
Yeah.
I do believe, if I know correctly of what the whisper entails, that we will find our prize at the top of the mountain, because that is where the whisper originates from.
The whisper originates there, but where the dogs bark is in the mine.
My dogs are barking.
To be fair, I did set up that the outpost had dogs at it, so I gave a legit reason for their big dogs. Because we're gonna have to have a knot at some point soon. So
yeah, exactly. Well, I wonder if this is part of the knot. Like Dave is actually, or Mr. Cox is actually fighting a little bit of the whispers.
That's up to. I think that's up to Dave.
Yeah, it's up to you. Yeah, I'm suggesting it. You can turn it down.
No, I was actually thinking of something like that too, because that makes sense
Yeah.
and would be funny. But I feel like if
Out of
I want
us three, you're the only one that actually heard what the whisper
Yeah.
is.
I want to
Yeah.
say later that night it's just me and Jenkins catching up by the fire with Enoch and Arlo, like are sleeping or something like that on the beds, farting in a different room. But he's just like, Jenkins, I don't have very much time left, and I've heard the whisper, and it's not. I need to. I don't know if I'm gonna be coming down from Mount Lemon.
Oh, I pray you do. Is there anything you want me to do if you don't? Anything you want me to message carry on? A will and testament, something?
No, my wife has been dead for a while, and my children have also perished. It's just me in this old world, and the more I continue to walk it, the more I see all of it. All of the things I know are gone and dying. I think it's just time for me to make my departure as well. But if I can make some good in the world as I go, I think that's all I'll really need. I let wind loose. Sounds like a fart euphemism.
Next time you fart, you say, I've let the wind loose.
Wind is out there somewhere. If you happen to find him, give him a good home in his final days, just like you did for me. That's all I ask.
All right, yeah, I can do. If I come by a horse, I'll give him a home. But I will come back.
I still have it, you know. And I pull out my keepsake, and it's in like this little metal tin thing, but the camera never sees it. It's like a tin for like tobacco or something like that, like chewing tobacco tin.
Yeah.
It glows when you open it.
It's the
But we never
Leviathan
see
ring.
what it is.
It's the Leviathan ring. No,
We never see what. No, it's a Pulp Fiction suitcase where we never see what's in it, but it's important.
Yeah, but he opens it and he shows Jenkins. He's like, it's the same one that my wife gave me all those years ago.
Ambiguous.
I'll keep it till my dying day, I swear.
Well, I hope that dying day's further than closer, honestly. But good to know.
I would love it if you were wrong, Jenkins. Here's to youth. He like holds up. I guess it's like a coffee or something. It's nothing like bad.
Yeah.
To salute as two old men salute in the dark.
Yep. And drink. Yep.
But now we know a way into the mountain that doesn't involve die. I was willing to like continue that scene and make it so that maybe I sacrifice myself on the way in, but then I was just like, I feel like I need to die last. In all honesty, because I'm the one who knows the whisper. So
yeah,
it's
but
like,
one of us could hear the whisper.
Sure, but like,
yeah,
I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, the game doesn't end. We can technically live through this game. You don't have to die at the end.
Yeah, you die afterward.
I want to die.
Or maybe Arlo Winthrop cures syphilis.
Okay, but yeah, I guess that's my scene.
Alcohol and boozing.
Once again, we didn't have a knot, so I think the scene keeps going until we do. So I think maybe like we could do the intro of us trying to get to that outpost if that's where we're headed, and then like our sneaking in is the end of your scene.
Oh yeah, that works. Yeah. So I guess are we just it's fade to black and then it's the next day and we're all standing outside of the mountain.
Are we going to Reacher's Gulch, the mine?
Yeah, we're going into the mines, but it's like a secret.
Outpost.
Yeah, there's like a secret way in that's easier on the Death Brothers.
So the way I described it is there's like an outpost that's like on the east side of the mountain which leads into the mine. Like it's not going up, it's just going straight in to the mines. There were I think 2 guards I said, and then like a handful of guard dogs. Pretty set up for this outpost to get in.
But mines being what they are caves first. Are there other cave entrances?
This was the only one not guarded. This was the least guarded
this
one.
Was the good one.
The guy told us.
Gotcha.
I want to say we start walking in and we get in a good distance, and then we hear, what was it, Roger?
Robert?
Yeah.
No, Roger. Robert's our end goal. Robert's the end goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roger could be like a step in the way.
Yeah.
And he knows me, and I know him. Because he told me the whisper.
Oh, he's the one that told you to whisper. What if
Yeah.
his whisper's wrong?
Ooh, yeah, what if I don't know what the fuck I'm doing?
I'm just throwing
Oh, yeah.
that out there.
That would be kind of neat, actually. That would be why I'm not, like, terrible or anything.
I could be Roger. If then Tom, you could be Robert, so we can each be a Death Brother if you want to do that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because I was already Rigby. So
unless I have to face down myself, then somebody else can be Roger or Robert.
Yeah, if that comes down to that, that's fine.
Yeah. And you see Mordecai, he kind of is starting to look like Billy in the previous scene where there's like bags under my eyes, my cheeks are sunken in. And it's hard to tell if it's just because I'm old and the tuberculosis is sitting in, or if it's like the whisper getting to me somehow, because we still don't fully, like, it could just be coincidence. No, there's still not a full guarantee. Yeah. There's something supernatural going on.
I will throw out that Arlo is suspicious of Mr. Cox at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. So what do you? We're at this outpost.
Yeah, we're inside the caves at this point, and it's like lit with minor light and stuff like that. But it's like a really wide part of the cave.
Well, I'd say let's try to get through the outpost first. That'll probably be your knot, so we actually give you a knot to have.
I was going to say a gunfight with Roger there would have been my knot.
Well, no, that feels like a second chapter or third chapter, or no, third chapter I guess is the end, right?
Yeah, I was about to say this is
it.
This is it. This is my final turn. So
there's this, like I said, there's the outpost. So we can try to get through it, and if you fail, then or succeed, then we can see what comes next, which might be what's his name.
Oh, okay. So what do we
describe how you're trying to get in? Let's start with that. Describe how there's an outpost. Like I said, there's only 2 guys, a couple dogs. Describe how you want to get through that situation.
Oh God, I don't. We're all old men who can barely do anything.
I'm not old. Man, I'm in my prime, as I've already said.
Let's see.
Maybe you are past it, old man, Mr. Cox.
How would I get in there? I'm an old man.
You also have the option. You also have the option, Dave, of just walking in and being like, "I'm calling you out, Roger." You know, Roger Death.
Oh yeah, that's what I'll do.
I'm
gonna talk to Arlo and Enoch before I do it, but I'm just like, gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure going on this mission with you, but as all things happen with the elderly, it's time for the youth to take over, I believe. I think you'll do well. And he kind of smiles, like a really, really big smile you've never really seen him do before. Then he turns around without any of your permission, and he just starts walking into the open, and the 2 guys immediately clock him. Like, they're just like they look and just like, who's this guy? And he's like, Roger Death, will you get your ass out here, you fucker?
and the dogs start barking. And then Roger...
Dogs.
The dog. I see what you... That was a really long play to get to that.
I know.
Am I Roger, or should I be Roger?
Well, what do you... I mean, it's up to you. Do you want to be the final boss, or do you want to be this boss? Roger?
I'm okay being this boss.
Yeah, I think that makes sense, too. Ty froze
guy?
a little bit. No, he just froze a little
Are you
bit.
Roger or Robert? I'm
There we go.
fine.
You're back.
You guys.
There we go.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
It like really lagged.
It's been doing that a little bit, but not too bad.
You can be Robert. Yeah.
Okay.
Who are you, old man? Wait.
I want to say he's the eldest brother, so he's closer in my age.
Other.
Yeah,
They know
we
each other,
know.
right? Is that who I think it is?
It's me, as I live and breathe, Mordecai Cox.
Tucker, give me the binoculars. I need to see him up close.
Yeah,
but,
alright.
But from here.
Okay. These are your special binoculars. Here you go.
I take them and I shove them off the...
Wilhelm scream.
Is it Mordecai? Come back at last.
It's me, Roger. I'm here.
Down. It takes a little while.
I walk closer so that we can meet halfway.
Yeah. Why are you here, Mordecai? Why'd you call me a fucker? We used to be best friends, you and I.
We did used to be best friends, but then you let evil set in. You let the whisper get to your head.
What do you mean evil? What do you mean?
You've seen what telling people this secret does to them, and you keep doing it anyway. You've even affected me in my life. I want to say maybe Roger had tuberculosis but got over it, and we think it's because of the whisper and him giving into it, but it might just be coincidence.
Well, at least he believes that the whisper helped him.
Yeah. And maybe that's why Roger told Mordecai, because they're friends, and he thought maybe that would help him, but it's not. It's actually kind of killing him more.
You're still sick, I see.
I'm fighting it as best I can, old chum.
You know, there's an easy way to get over something like that. Doesn't need to kill a man.
There's certainly two ways out of this, isn't there?
What do you mean, Mr. Cox?
You see him like stamp his what's it called? His cane into the ground as if he's like, maybe we should shoot each other over this.
It's a challenge. He's
doing a challenge.
Of a glove off.
Roger, there's a lot of history between us. I know we're good friends. Grew up together in this old west. You're probably one of the few living friends I still have. Definitely the most in shape out of all of us, I see. But what did it cost
Funny
you?
thing, Mr. Cox, is that you say that, and I barely remember you. He shoots first.
I want to. Does he do that? Because I'm going to use my.
Yeah.
No, he
does.
Shoots first, as in with the insults.
Oh yeah.
I'm not quite literally.
He uses his words.
Roger, you used to be better than this. And then he like looks down.
I'm better than this.
He looks down and then he looks up at you, and then the tension happens, and it's just like Roger technically has the high ground as he's like slightly up on the hill, not too much, but like there's like a little bit of difference
with him.
Yeah, and there's just like a dust going by as the wind blows, and it's the standoff, and the cane's in the ground.
It's an unfair standoff, though. It's a
exactly.
one standoff. Yeah.
This might be how it happens, but here's how it goes down. Because I'm using one of my auto successes, but I'm not going to tell you which one.
Ooh.
The Mordecai's standing there with the cane. Roger's standing there. He's probably got his gun already out. Like
no, he's fingering.
Yeah, and they're just kind of in this standoff.
They don't have it out.
You can hear the dogs kind of barking and everything like that, and then all of a sudden, it's almost like there's no frames in between. Mordecai just has the gun, and it's already out, and it's already gone off, and like Roger's standing there, and he's like still has his hand on his gun. He's like, did he miss or something like that?
And he goes like this.
Yeah. And there's like blood that starts to come out of his chest.
It's right where his gun was. It was like holstered up here. And he whispers again. It's the same whisper, but he dies, and he's too far away for anyone to hear it.
No, Roger. Nobody's listening. And then the two guards immediately shoot like at me, and one of them hits me square in the chest, and I like fly backwards, and you think Mordecai's dead. Like he just kind of like falls onto his back, and then I want to say Arlo and Enoch maybe kind of like take care of those situations. And there's like a slow motion thing, cameras slowly
they don't
zooming
know we're
in.
even there, so we come out and we just
Yeah, exactly. And like the dogs just kind of like they get fought off or whatever. I don't know.
No, the dogs just bark and then they run away.
Yeah, they're scared of the gunshots because they're not trained. Yeah. They're just scared of the gunshots and they run away. And so now that nobody's holding them back,
dogs at the end of the day.
The dogs and they're barking, but the dogs are barking as like we slow zoom on Mordecai's face, and you see he's like laying there. He's smiling. His eyes are closed. And then he slowly opens his eyes, and he pulls out the little tin can full of his keepsake, and it's got a bullet in it now. He opens it, and what was inside is like this little resin bumblebee that his wife gave him. It's like it's like literally just like resin with a bee inside of it. So there's like a little honeybee that was inside of it. Now the honeybee's free. It's still very much dead, but like it broke in such a way that like the resin kind of shattered off of it. And now the bee just kind of like he opens it, looks at it, and it just kind of tumbles to the ground. And he's just like, "You're finally free." Okay. He sits
Him up.
Yeah.
I help him up.
Yeah, you knocked those two.
Stamps the cane
Not
into the
pretty
ground.
close
Sits
there, old man, but there's still
Oh.
more death to see.
Oh, I still got one more left in me. And that was my keepsake, which was a conversation piece. I keep it in a plain tin case, queer little thing I picked up from my travels, although I made it from my wife instead. Don't show it off much, being it so passing strange, but I always figured it'd come in handy somehow someday.
Yeah,
That's
did.
how it
Like your
did.
bee has a stinger.
Shut the fuck up, Arlo.
Arlo will know. There will be a day you will wish I will keep shutting up. But that day is not today, old
Stabbing his foot. I believe it's time we've finished this fight. Stop this whisper once and for all.
Reckon so.
Agreed.
All right,
I guess
next
we
chapter.
travel into the mountain.
Well, we have two more scenes, don't we? We still have two
Yeah.
more. Yeah. So, what's the next scene? Who's picking it, and what scene is it?
It's me and you.
Depends. Who wants the last scene? I'm fine with whatever. What do you have a preference, Tom?
I don't know. I mean, I could go for the last. I like this character a lot, so I don't.
Yeah.
The best. That's me being biased. But
No,
oh no,
fine.
I take it back. I have to do "Love Is the Tiger."
I feel like,
So
yeah.
that's the next one.
Love is the tiger. All right. Mark it down.
We walk into the mine. Well,
Yeah.
let's say the mine goes up, which is
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Towards the top.
Not always, it's not always weird if it's a mountain full of, you know,
Yeah.
if you start at the base and there's plenty of mountain to go up and down into, so.
Yeah. It empties towards at least the lip of a path that can go to the top of the mountain.
There's probably other uses they had for having an outpost at the top of it as well. Like, look out for, you know, local enemies or anything like that. So.
Nope,
Yeah.
that's just where we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah,
when
we'll
we-
find out. We'll find out at some point.
All right, we go into the Reacher's Gulch.
Yeah.
Mines. Because we've been at Reacher's
Well, the
Gulch
mine
for a whole.
next. Well, yeah, but they named the town after the mine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we're traveling
What do
up.
you
I
think?
want to say we maybe get to a spot where the mine kind of comes out for a moment, so we're on the outside, but it's like a little trail that goes up and then it goes back into the mountain. You see, what's her name from chapter 1? Dorothy?
Dorothy
Dorothy.
Green. Dorothy
Dorothy
Green. Sorry.
Dorothy
Crean.
Crean.
Dorothy Crean's there.
Never forget a face like that or bosom. That's bull.
This is Love is the Tiger, and I feel like she's the only one that we can really have come back for
It's
this.
the only one
Yeah.
we've set up. I was gonna say it's a whole crew of people he's slept with.
It's Dorothy Crean and Heidi.
It's we're all here together.
I suppose you're wondering why I've called you here.
I suppose I have to apologize a lot today.
No, it's just Dorothy. Ty, gotta go. Ty, you figure it out. You figure out why she's here.
Well, it seems we have. She's wearing your like your
Oh,
cravat.
yeah.
She's wearing it like, and she's wearing like a nice like a corset and a nice like buttoned up shirt. And she's got guns on her. She's got barking irons on her hips. Well, Mr. Winthrop, I'm a little surprised to see you made it this far. If I'm being truthful.
Are her eyes shadowed and she's got sunken in cheeks now?
Yeah,
Like-
let's make it. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's also
Yeah.
wearing like a black and red attire, which is the Death Boys.
And it matches.
Look.
Yeah, the red cravat. Yeah.
Dorothy, our last meeting was an apology, but this one I think is reverse.
you imagine me to be apologizing? Well, you're gonna have...
It appears you've been withholding information from us.
Well, I don't want to lay all my cards on the table too fast. You know, a good poker player likes to keep a little bit secret.
Yeah. Yes, many secrets between poker players, I assume. Is she with like a whole bunch of other people?
Yeah, there's a gang of
I want to say a gang then shows up, but then Billy's at the front of him and he's like holding his belt. He's like, "Here, there's it, fucker."
It's weird that you're Billy again, but I'm gonna allow it. Let's say there's 6 total.
Yeah, Billy, Dorothy, and then like 4 other randos.
I'll be Billy. You can be Dorothy.
You're gonna be Billy. He's Dorothy. Okay.
Yeah, he's just doing the thing from what's it called? Despicable Me.
Man, he wasn't like that with me.
Was he not?
He's Billy the boy. You are more disappointing than I'm.
I see you have that old man still behind you. I thought he would have died by now, just keeled over.
Oh, he's tougher than you think.
You see Mordecai in the background. Starts coughing up blood.
Dorothy, I must ask, what are you doing here?
Well, I have been talking to some associates back in fucking, what's the name of that original place? Bucket Creek. And
perhaps maybe whispering. He's aware right away.
Yeah. Yeah, they were a pillow talk, I might say. Yeah.
You heard?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Oh, damn. Willie the boy, not so much a boy anymore. I see.
Yeah, now I'm a grade A. Now I'm a.
Jeez, man, how little you think of me. I am double offended by your presence, Willie the boy. Mine was like informed by westerns I watched.
This is the Fortnite kid of the Western.
It's not me.
I'm trying to. I don't know. My fumes are running kind of low.
Go for it. Let it perspire, I suppose. Sometimes the end is not that inspiring.
How do you want to do this, Mr. Winthrop?
The only way I know how, Mr. Boy.
Is he gonna fuck all this?
No. I don't have enough time.
Willie genuinely turns to the rest of the group. Is he gonna? They just look at him like.
There's a little bit of blood coming out of my nose, by the way.
Well, Mr. Arlo, you seem to be at a little bit of a disadvantage. Your pants are down and not in the way you prefer.
The disadvantage is yours.
Billy just kind of laughs. Just no.
The way I see it, there are 6 of you, and I have 1 of these. How unfair that must be.
One of these. What's he talking about?
I'm holding my gun, by the way. I'm like pawing at my gun, which is a 6-shooter. For reference.
We all have
The
guns.
odds are not in my favor, I suppose, but maybe they never were.
I will miss your rapier wit, Mr. Winthrop.
And I will miss your bosom.
She starts reaching for her gun.
And I reach for mine first, and I'm going to go out with the final curtain. It is my death, but I can always let life slip away using my final reserves for one last big push. Living years in a moment. It isn't unexpected, or, to be completely honest, unwelcome. Let my life end with one final grand success. And I pull the gun, and I shoot 6 times, and I hit all 6 targets, but they all hit me too.
Yeah, at the exact same time. And then you just see everybody just kind of like, a couple of them fall off the side of the mountain.
I stand a little longer, and I put my gun away.
Arlo! Arlo, are you? Oh my Arlo.
Yes. Just fall down. But yeah, I mean, that's the coolest thing you could say.
I want Enoch to catch him if you want
Enoch,
a moment.
Enoch catches
Mordecai
him.
can't. Mordecai tries to catch up, but yeah.
Mr. Winthrop, I were a far defter hand at gunplay than I would imagine.
They don't call legends for nothing. And maybe I never heard a whisper, but I heard a lot of shouting. That's the end. And you can't tell he died because he's got these cool sunglasses.
Well, I'm sure he's in hell making the devil laugh with Gunter.
Doesn't sound so nice when you put it down.
Enoch will like take the body and like he'll put it in a small offshoot cave and like try to put rocks over it to kind of like do a burial.
Offshoot cave.
Well,
I'm like, what the fuck word did you just say?
Offshoot cave. And to try to like bury him but not have to dig a hole, so like puts him there and starts putting rocks, and then he like goes and grabs the cravat from Dorothy and then puts it on you.
Yeah,
and then buries
that's my boy. That's good.
You see Mordecai just kind of shove Billy the kid's body off the side of the mountain.
Yeah, just roll it off the side. Willie the boy, by the way.
Yeah. Whoops. Whoops.
Mordecai, it's getting a little lonely around this trail.
Well, we always knew it would come to this, didn't we?
Yep.
Let's go.
You hear Arlo cough. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god. He has one of the immortal rings of Leviathan.
He got one. His last name is actually Kosh.
All right, we gotta wrap this up soon because apparently
we're on the last chapter.
Yeah.
We're on the last chapter.
Down in Mount Lemon.
Showdown on Mount Lemon.
Showdown at Mount Lemon.
I think the scene starts with Enoch and like Mordecai like coming up like out of the mountain onto the peak.
Well, we're here. Enoch, I have something I need to tell you. He turns around as they get to the top of the mountain, and his eyes are like deep set, dark, and he's got things in his. I am so glad you've brought me here, but I have unfortunately ulterior motives. I have a nickname around these parts. Some like to call me. Some people call me Mordecai Cox. Some people call me Dick Death. Robert Death.
No.
Richard. That would be
Richard.
Fuck. I was gonna be so good in my head and this is fucking awful. Some people call me by my nickname, Robert Death. I'm still gonna be Robert.
You could be Richard Death. He's just a fourth brother we didn't know.
Oh.
What do you?
I think that's fair.
What would you rather do? Would you rather be the last brother or the fourth brother?
I want to be the last brother because I feel like that'd be cool.
Okay.
It was at this mountain, this very mountain, that I came here, and I heard the whisper for the first time, and now I seek its assistance again to hopefully heal me in my dying time.
Lord, why'd you have us bring you all this way? You couldn't have done this by yourself?
No, as you can see, I'm old and dying. There was no way I'd be able to come here on my own.
Well, did the whisper even work the first time? I mean,
it did. It was worth it.
Reveal you're 140 years old.
No. I still want it to be kind of grounded, and I don't want the I don't want the whisper to actually
super
work.
supernatural.
Yeah, like I don't know if I want it to be supernatural. I just want people to think it
Fair
is.
enough.
I like it maybe being. I like the audience deciding.
Yeah,
whether
I
it's
like
supernatural.
to. Yeah, there's room for doubt if it's
Yeah.
gonna be good or not.
Imply you're 140 years old, but don't say it.
No. I saw
Well,
the
you've been around for-
dinosaurs. He stops his cane and he looks at you. Would you like to know the whisper?
I mean, all evidence on this trail is pointing me to saying no to that answer. And he kind of like pulls his vest aside, and the gun is visible.
Yeah, he stomps the cane. So it's come to this, Mr. Enoch Lee.
Yes, chosen it has. And he just is very, very depressed about this.
I was really hoping you would all die from my lackeys, but I've even kept my identity a secret from them. And
Your brothers?
not my... yes, they're not... We're not actually blood related. It's more of a blood brother situation, as you see, because the whisper involves a little bit of blood. He kind of smiles and looks at you.
Gross.
They didn't notice you though?
I get him up here alone.
Wait, hold on. I think it works because you were not at the bridge, right?
He was in the far back.
And they did not see you in the saloon.
I totally shot my other brother, but we alluded to the fact that I was just disappointed with him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
he didn't full out say, yeah, you shot him, but so you got to make that work in the plot. Why
Yeah.
did you shoot Roger? Because he hated the whisper, or he thought
The
was
whisper-
stupid?
The whisper should be kept to a close-knit circle. And my brothers were spreading it like it was syphilis, herpes, going
Fair.
around telling it to everybody. But
and
the more power it has, the less people it knows.
I mean, this thing's fucking you up, man. I mean, you killed your own brother, your blood brother, whatnot, man. But it's bad, man. I don't know how to tell you, man. It's bad.
Well, is it truly bad to live forever?
I imagine so. Yeah, I mean, my friends make peace. My friend, I thought you had too, but I think, for me personally, I think living forever, watching everyone I ever cared about die is just about as hell as it gets.
You get used to it. And then I want to say right then and there, they like pull
Yeah.
guns like quicker. Like there's no standoff. It's just what
Well,
happens.
I mean, that is the stand-up.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
it.
Well, there's no like squinty eyes or like there's no long
yeah.
lead up. Yeah.
No, it doesn't always
It's just
happen that way.
you get used
You
to
gotta
it
watch
and then
forward.
immediately guns out. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we see both guns smoking. I think actually, yeah, we see both guns smoking, and both bodies like drop away from each other at the same time. That's fine. I'm still gonna do it. And we see that's the same thing you did, though. I don't want to do that. That is, yeah, basically the exact same way you used your keeping. I'm gonna say, he's lying on the ground. The bullet, we see a pool of blood, but it's a pool of blood in his right shoulder. And we see in that pool of blood his keepsake. We see the locket that he was wearing underneath his scarf, and it's like broken open now. And we see a picture of Arlo, Mordecai, and Enoch, like when we first arrived in Arizona, like first met each other at the resort. Just like it's a daguerreotype is the name of it, so it's like one of those old pictures, but it's the three of us together, like when we first met.
And the bullet that landed in Mordecai is in his throat, so he can't whisper ever again. Maybe I'm still alive, though.
I was hoping he'd whisper at the last, so we all know what it is. As an audience.
Oh,
I feel like
or
we deserve to hear something.
Rosebud.
Rosebud. No, you
Gotta
never
hear
actually
something.
get to hear what the whisper is
I
because you can't
like
say
that's
it
a
anymore.
little
And
ambiguous.
everybody who knew it kind of died on the way up here, so because the whole goal was to be the last one who knows.
Task.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does
but yeah.
he
Mordecai.
not-
I want to say Mordecai dies not there, but shortly after because he dies of tuberculosis because he was never able to do the
I thought you
ritual
got
or
shot in
whatever.
the throat.
Yeah, you're probably not surviving the shot.
Yeah,
in the throat.
true.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
done, man.
Yeah, true. Yeah, he
Sorry.
could just die
He
there.
gets
He could
shot
die
in the
there.
throat and lives.
Yeah.
But
I
you
think-
died of poetic justice, at least.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
as you are like gurgling on your blood, like Enoch like limps over to you and like puts the picture in your hand and closes it as you pass away.
He looks like, he just looks mad, and he like crumples it because he really wanted to live. He really wanted to live.
Oh, you gotta say something to him. If he can't whisper that last thing, you gotta say something.
Oh man, that's a lot of pressure. Maybe you didn't think so, Mordecai, but I always thought of us as brothers. The three of us, and now it's just me.
Something about whispering. Topic, whispering. Say something cool.
Man, I don't know. I got nothing. I got that thing.
Maybe the best secrets don't need to be whispered.
That's not true. Enoch's not like a clever. Enoch's not that clever. Enoch's not a very clever
That's
retort
true.
guy.
Yeah,
That's
it
very
could be-
Arlo.
It could be like.
I think
And more-
I think as you start to like gurgle with your throat open, like Mordecai or Enoch kind of like sticks his thumb in your hole and widens it a little bit, so you gurgle and die faster.
Ugh. No, I like the idea of you
Jesus.
just walking away and he's just laying there like straight and he's looking up at the sky and he just dies eventually. Like, and all he does is just keep gurgling. Like,
All right.
he doesn't.
Yeah, you know
he doesn't.
he's
Yeah,
dead. Yeah. You don't need
he's
to
gonna
help
die. Yeah, because nobody's getting up there and stuff, and he just bleeds out.
And Enoch kind of limps away with his one arm with a bullet in it. Starts making
Yeah.
his way down the mountain.
With that, I do have to get going because apparently Sydney's having kind of a meltdown. But I think that ends
I
it
think
though,
that is
right?
it. Yeah, I think the last scene is Enoch like back in the resort, and he like kind of see like as he's laying down by like a pool, he sees Arlo, and like he sees Mordecai too, but like just like kind of faint images as them as he like tries to rest.
Oh,
Oh, can we add that? Part of me like wants him to go deaf during the gunfight. Like the gun went off so loudly near him that he can't hear whispers anymore, and it's just quiet. There's nothing.
or he's just
There's
got
no
a little bit of
whispering.
hearing loss.
I think
Yeah,
maybe
just
in one of his ears he's got.
Yeah,
he's definitely
he's got
now.
bad tinnitus for sure.
Yeah.
For
Definitely.
sure. Okay, with that, I'm Dave. I played Mordecai Cox. That was fun. That was a super fun time just coming up with a weird Western. I like that everything kind of mattered, like everything we brought up kind of mattered and stuff. So it all had a loop around effect. So that was really nice. I came up with me being Robert Death literally as like the last 2 minutes of literally the second we got up there. What's the scene? I'm Robert Death. That's literally how I came up with it. So yeah, but yeah, no, that was fun. Really quick, just say who you are and where we are, and then we gotta go. I really gotta go.
Okay. I'm Ty. I played Enoch Lee. My favorite moment from tonight was I like Dorothy Crean as a character. I thought she was a cool character to start in the very beginning and the very end. I really like Dorothy.
Kind of hard to warm up with, but it still worked out.
No,
in the end.
I think it was the right way to warm up, though.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
I honestly, I loved this entire thing. I've been wanting to do a Western for a long time.
Yeah, first time really done a Western.
I have a lot of history in Westerns and stuff, and I understand them a lot. So this was really fun, and I honestly am very happy with the way my character, everything about him that went through. So I enjoyed the shit out of this.
Yeah, it's fun. And with
I
that,
can't pick a moment. Yeah.
with that, we are the Mythos Mystery Society, brought to you by Schmuckies. Schmuckies, the quick and the down.